I love it.
And it's one of those that the moment you see it, it has a resonance. It has that memory, that moment of wow.
A real impact, hasn't it?
Yes, but I think sometimes impact jewellery can often have that love it, but I'm never going to wear it. This is love it, when can I wear it, and when am I not going to take it off? You see, there's that moment, especially coming into spring and summer.
Those colours just work. The turquoise, you know, everything just works perfectly together. You just want to wear it. And when I got here tonight, the first thing I was, can I wear it?
That's exactly it. And actually, that's what the coming up box is. This is our gorgeous Katie wearing her very own neckline piece. And this is going to be your opportunity for our first kit of the day. And that's going to happen in about an hour's time. So you've got an hour to prepare yourself to be able to make this. You need to keep watching because we've got everything you need, from the carnelian to the beautiful seed beads to the turquoise. All of this coming your way within today's show. So all that to look forward to. We're going to kick it off. Now, Dion, we're going to go, right? Our Dion is ready for a go moment. She wants to start with eye pins. Now the thing is, eye pins are the instant go-to for many jewelry professionals because there's something that you can't live without. It's the kind of ingredient that you don't want to live without. You don't want to find an alternative because there's nothing that works better than an eye pin when you need an eye pin. There is no point in trying to find an alternative to an eye pin because it does such a perfect job. When you need it, you know it, because this is a perfect quality to add gemstones to add seed beads to give detail into drop earrings, to create a perfect pendant. You need the eye so that you can add, so you can entice the detail into your jewelry. You've got that. You've got it in sterling silver, and of course, for all of us, one of our favorite metal finishes these days, rose gold plated, and you're getting all 10. Kick it off with an under £2 deal, $1.95. That's the way we see. The thing is, the birthday was full, and I do literally mean full of big deals. So we're just picking up, and we're just going to take you to the best of the birthday by bringing you these kind of deals all the way through the evening. Oh, good evening, Angela. She says, evening, Vicky. Loving the pink top. Not black. I've done very well today. Yeah, see, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Not wearing black today. An amazing treat that we have for you here. A luxury of sterling silver. Oh, look at that, Gina, straight in from Nottingham. She's saying, wow, Katie, that necklace isn't it stunning? It's absolutely, and the colourways are so exciting.
Yeah, so excited. I mean, to be honest, when I saw them actually just the seed beads, I thought, can I put all these together? But once I started, it was addictive. What more can I add? And everything just worked.
And it does just work in so much of a synergy of impact. Glorious. Liz has said, hi Vicky, you're looking very glamorous this evening. Yeah, it's a Saturday. I thought I'd make an effort. Yes, bring on the birthday event. See, I missed a couple of opportunities to present over the birthday. Gutted, I was proper gutted, but I just couldn't make it work. Childcare was just not happening for me last week at all. And so I watched from home with such excitement with all of the different things that you had offered. So many big opportunities like the purple garnet, I mean collector's gemstones. Then we had the luxury of impressive findings, and actually this is one of the findings deals that I think really stood out because what you have here, you've got your eye pins, but now you also need something that I guess brings everything together. It's a must-have. It's an essential opportunity. So these are, am I picking up the right things here? Because I've got these. Oh, take a look. Oh, I'm not. No, I wanted to do the clasps. Okay. Oh, I'll take it. All right. So Dion's making, she's making a stand. She says she wants to keep the rose gold together, and then I can go to my jump ring. But I love these. These bolt ring clasps for me, I think it's a brilliant deal as well. So, oh, I see what you mean there, Dick. Oh, see, she's a professional. Our Dion, she's professional. This jazz hands and everything, Dion, jazz hands. You've got here 200 jump rings. Look at this for the luxury of rose gold finish. Yes, this is your rose gold finish over your brass open jump rings. You're getting 200 of these. 200 could go a long way. I mean, if anybody's interested in getting into the likes of chainmail, you probably need between 70 and 100 to just make a simple classic bracelet of you know, more of your simple style of Byzantine, etc. Something very simple, a box link, etc. So those you would need a minimum of 100. So really, in this offer, you could make yourself at least 2 chainmail bracelets. But if you don't want to get into chainmail, but you want to use it, I think the one thing we have to acknowledge is this is another one of those must-have findings. Something that you need to just have. You've got a lot of opportunity. 200 pieces for just £3. Now, that means going back to the idea of making a chainmail bracelet, that one chainmail bracelet is going to cost you less than £2. What?
That's crazy price, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Absolutely crazy.
I went on, I did a little bit of research on chainmail not so long ago because I really love chainmail. I wear chainmail quite a lot. I love my link bracelets, etc. And so I did a little bit of research. The price
is just out of this world, isn't it?
I've never researched. I've never researched the price of chainmail, like finished jewellery, ever. And when I did, because I live in this bubble of Jewellery Maker, I just expected everybody else to match the pricing of our jump rings, and then added a little bit of labour because obviously chainmail takes quite a lot of time. But oh my gosh!
I was researching just a couple of weeks ago some bridal chainmail.
Yes.
And you're talking £500 up. Absolutely amazing.
Stunned by the amount. I mean, I literally was looking at 3 figures for a bracelet, and I get that because the labour is so intense. But actually, I think people charge for the luxury of the metal that they're working with. You know, these are brass finish. Oh, that's nice. Thanks, Karen. She says, "Oh, Vicky looks as gorgeous as ever, and Katie is a master." Aww. That's rather nice. Great evening ahead, Karen. I promise you a great evening. Purple garnet, natural. Look. This is the real deal. I've got it going on tonight. I got it going on. I got it. See, wore the outfit because I've got the purple garnet. I genuinely begged. I don't even want to pretend. I proper begged for me to put it to wear. I actually made them buy the purple garnet. So it's probably about 5 months ago, maybe four months ago, and I absolutely, I fell in love with it. Well, actually, I recall, got a really good team. I know a very good team who went out to the Tucson Gem Fair, and when they came back, told me all about this garnet. Love purple garnet. You just don't see it. And I just literally got a bee in my bonnet, spoke to our buying team, you've got to get it. You've just got to get it. Like, doesn't even exist, Pete. Purple garnet fix, doesn't it? You'll find it. You promised me you'll find it, and we got it. So this is my treat to you, and I get to present it to you. At what time are we going to do it? Let me work this out. We're going to do it this hour. Get in. Okay, we're going to do it this hour. 6:50. Just 6:50. So what? Less than half an hour? Well, just over half an hour away, and we're bringing that to you. That's to look forward to. But actually, if you think about it, if you want to mix your purples and your pinks with any colour metal, I think the rose gold is going to blend beautifully. Yeah. I do think you want a cohesion with those kind of tones, don't you? When you've got purples, you want that tonal quality.
Yeah, that it kind of just softens everything out, doesn't it? And mixing those metal colours, especially with purple, beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely magnificent. Just to let you know, everybody's asking to see it. We're showing you in the rotation. I'll show you it in about let's say at past. I'll show you the real deal. I'll show you the natural purple. I'll even show you the certificate when I've got a chance. £3.95 for 200 of your jump rings. Okay, now then, I have to say, the lovely Roz has just joined us in the gallery. Now, I have to say, lovely to see you, Roz. Nice. She hasn't got a clue what's about to happen for the next few hours. So she's just, I think we're going for lots of jewellery making goodies. Is that all right? She says I can go with that. We are absolutely embracing the fact that we have managed to, shall I say the word, procure lots of the birthday treats over the last week. This is us bringing you a roundup of the birthday celebrations. This is us basically grabbing everything we could from the birthday week and plonking it into today's show. We're doing the best of the birthday evening show. We've got the purple garnet. We've got this amazing kit to look forward to. I think this is one of the most exceptional pieces of jewellery. You're going to learn how to make that later on. That's in the 7 o'clock hour. We have got for you some beautiful daisy charms coming your way before the end of this hour. In fact, let's say in around about 15 minutes, I'll introduce these as a one-off deal. We're going to give you 10 of your daisy chain connectors. I love these. So we've done the pendants and we've done the charms, but now we've got the double-sided connectors to make a full daisy chain. You have got to get these because they're going to be absolutely perfect. And I'm going to say right now, this is going to be a first come first served opportunity. This is coming your way very soon indeed. So if you would like to get hold of these, just keep watching. You've got 10 of your daisy chains. And actually, if you do want to mix your metals, then you could mix your metals and use these rose gold jump rings just to bring them together like so. Because of course, you know that these days mixing metals is the big thing. Most of your biggest jewelers, watch jewelers in particular, which is where all of the rose gold kicked off in the first place with the likes of Rolex. You had some of the biggest names introducing rose gold into their exclusive watches. Now they're mixing their metals. Now they're introducing lots of different flavours of colour tone to their metals. You could do that with this as well. $3.95 is all you pay. Now I get to do it. Now, Roz, I had to be held off with these bought rings. I loved this deal. This was, for me, this is what we're all about. We are essentially, I would always say we're a retailer, but with a trade mindset, because I always think that we want to give you bigger quantities at lower prices. So I'm always very much of the opinion that these deals really set us apart. If you go to your local hobby and crafting shops, then there's a chance that you could buy maybe 3 of these in a little pack, maybe 5 at the max. No, not with us. We go large, and that's where you get the saving. So it really is, I'd say, a trade environment of pricing within a retail outlet. So that's really where we come into our own. I guess we have our own USP, and that's what we can do. Bigger quantity, lower price tag. That's what you're going to see with these bought ring clasps. Now, these bought ring clasps, they're the go-to. If you think about any chain, any necklace, any bracelet that you use, this is going to come into an absolute guarantee of a must-have for your jewellery design. And I think one of the nicest things our bought ring clasps are offering you is a sizable clasp, and I mean in terms of the little lever. One of the difficult things, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, I've got 3 family members who suffer quite chronically with arthritis, and if you have any dexterity problems, one of the most baffling things is when you struggle with these little levers.
Yes.
This is one of the largest levers so that you have that facility, can you see that? To pull it back without any kind of, and you can even do it with your thumb, you don't have to do it with your fingernail. Because often is the case, these little clasps are quite small, aren't they? So you have to do it with your fingernail. Look, I can do it with my thumb. That's how sizable the lever is, and it's really well considered. Look at that. Look at my thumb. I don't even have to use my fingernail. I can use my fingernail, but actually with my thumb, I've got that. That's why you buy from us, because it's all of that quality and consideration of design. You've got 10, that's 10 that we can offer you, an all for one price tag. This is sterling silver, this is gold plated, and this is a birthday treat. $7.95 is, you could pay $7.95 elsewhere for 3, and I know that because I went to a local hobby and crafting shop not so long ago, and that was the price tag for sterling silver. Sterling silver, that's what people make you pay for, don't they?
Yeah, and the first thing that your customer will do, if you say it's gold plated sterling silver, they'll turn around and look at it and they'll be able to see it's a substantial clasp.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not some tiny little clasp that they're not going to be able to get the fingernail or even the thumb onto, and that lever really does make a difference to a lot of people. Yes.
And it's that practicality that you're offering to your jewellery design that can really make a difference. £7.95 is all you pay. These are your 7mm size, so they're a good size for both wrist and neck wear. And it's all yours for the taking. 10 for £7.95 works out at just shy, what, 80 pence each? And you're looking here at a real deal and a half. If you haven't bought from us today, the good news is that we can offer you a free phone number to dial through. So if you do want to make your first call, you do want to get involved with us tonight, then you can pick up the phone, or alternatively you can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. Make one purchase, you pay postage and packaging for the rest of the evening, all the way through until midnight, so you can add as many times as you like. Now, think about this: sterling silver, luxury of gold, what else are you going to add? Natural purple garnet? Oh, that shivers up my spine, that's what it does. That quality, the luxury of this piece coming your way in just shy of half an hour. You're going to have to be prepared for this one. I've had a huge reaction to this. I genuinely, I put this outfit on especially because I begged, literally. And I don't think I've done that very often here, because I don't like feel that way inclined. I just always think, well, we're always going to have great things. But I begged to put this natural garnet to wear this evening. It's one of the best birthday treats, and you've got it coming your way. It's in around about half an hour's time. So that's £7.95. That's for 10 of your gold-plated sterling silver. Don't forget, you're not getting, you're not getting your lesser metals at this price tag. You're getting that luxury, that precious commodity on top of precious commodity. Standardly, the gold plating on this kind of a clasp is 18 karat gold, because it gets that highest luster. So essentially you're looking at quality on top of quality.
Absolutely.
You know, it's a high esteemed finish that you're adding to anything. And even if you think about just a simple neckline piece, simple beaded neckline piece, all you're going to do is just add that clasp. Okay, let's move straight on. Where should we go to next? What shall we do? How about we go to... Oh, shall we do the two-tone now? Oh, Roz now, not holding us back now. Okay, this is our first big deal of the evening, and it's not one, but it's 10 again, and we're bringing you 10 of these beautiful connectors. For me, I just want to make a daisy chain bracelet. Instantly, as soon as I see this, I just know what I want to make. You're going to feel the same, but it might be different to me, but you're definitely going to have that instinct of what you want to make. This is coming your way, and it is your star buy deal. This is your star buy opportunity that you have here. 10 of these luxury sterling silver two-tone small daisy flower connectors, and all for one birthday treat price tag. If you're messaging in about this necklace, thank you so much for all of your lovely comments. We've had 3 phone calls from the call centre about this necklace, which is wondrous. Thanks so much for all your lovely messages. This is going to be in our 7 o'clock hour. This is Katie's magnificent, inspired design, and we will be giving you some step-by-step tutorial instructions on how to get about creating this wonderful look. This will be a deal-on-deal offer, so we're going to have 2 separate opportunities. You're going to have the turquoise, the seed beads, and you're going to get everything to be able to make the look. So if you are interested, it's coming your way in the 7 o'clock. Thanks so much for your messages. This though, well, this is just going to be on and gone luxury. I love these. See, I think these instantly, for me, these just work in so many different opportunities. You know, there's this, for me, there's this real want of push to be able to make a daisy chain bracelet. I just want that daisy chain. That takes me back to my school days, you know, standing in the yard and, you know, going to the school field and picking up all the daisies and then, you know, making a little bracelet for myself. That
takes that memory straight back.
Yeah, straight away.
Yeah, but there's so much more you can do. You could use them individually. Just thinking, like you said before, with the chainmail, you could make one Byzantine link, hang the daisy from the bottom,
Yes.
and then maybe a birthstone under that, and then you've got the silver, the gold, the rose gold, so you've got your mixed metals and your birthstone, so it's just going to work beautifully like that.
It's a luxury opportunity 10 amazing pieces, a dramatic offer that we can offer you here. We're going to take you straight down. Oh my goodness me, $12.95 is all you pay. That's for 10 luxury connectors, $12.95. What's that, £1.30, something like that, £1. I mean, it's an amazing quality, isn't it? Absolute elite quality. And you can see here, if you just think about adding a link or two to each one of these on the wrist, you're most certain to be guaranteed that you're going to have this across the wrist. That's going to be a full bracelet, a daisy chain bracelet, and a nice clasp. It's as simple as that. $12.95. Now, I only had 49 in stock. That's all we've got left. This is an end of line opportunity. This is a big, big treat for us to be able to bring to you. Jeanette, Joanna, great to have your company. Jones joined me, all the J's. Congratulations, Diane in Buckinghamshire. I've also got Nina in Hampshire. Catherine's joined me in Cheshire. Lovely to have your company. David and Christine, who's joined me in County Durham. Multi-buying on this. I do think there's a potential, if you multi-purchase, to do a full suite of jewellery, couldn't you?
I was just thinking, if you were to purchase 2, you could make your full bracelet,
yep.
You could make a neckline piece, you can make earrings and a ring, because all you need is 1 piece of sterling silver wire with just a loop at each side to make your ring, 2 for your earrings, and the rest can go in your neckline piece with a little bit of chain.
And the thing is we do have some lovely wire coming up later on. We do have a little bit of a treat for those wire lovers. We do have that to look forward to, so this would look fantastic. I mean, a really simple, delicate little ring, but actually so successful. It's just going to have that instant appeal, just so wearable. You just look at this and you just go, yep, I know I'm going to enjoy wearing these. Little drop earrings, maybe for a summer's day, little soft drop, gorgeous. All yours for just $12.95. Hold the lines for me. Don't miss out on these deals. It's first come, first served. If you work it out, if you do want to make each one of these into a little ring, it's costing you, less than £1.50 to be able to make the whole look.
Oh, absolutely. You could have 1 ring set up on your stall, your silver wires there, and you can make them to size, and it's only going to take a couple of minutes.
And you could almost do a daisy collection, couldn't you? Enter summertime in this daisy collection, and this is how you build upon it. This is maybe the main part of it.
Or even maybe hang just one as a signature on the back of a neckline piece, and just have that as your signature, your little daisy. It'll look beautiful.
And I think the nicest part about, as you've been talking about it, I just suddenly thought, wouldn't it be lovely to have, maybe a nice daisy chain, festival style headdress? Nothing too elaborate. And I think the lightness of these in terms of the size, perfect.
Perfect. Just some chain and just link them together with some chain, maybe down the parting and then across to the back. Have a little S hook at the back so it's fully adjustable.
Perfect. Absolutely gorgeous look. $12.95 is all you pay. Hold those phone lines for me and everybody will get the same deal. Philippa, you've got yours. Karen in Essex, good to have your company. I've got buys in Dumfries and Galloway, Midlothian and Wiltshire. I've got a few people who haven't checked out the baskets on that, so if you do want to get hold of it, now is the time to check out. Guarantee that the deal is yours. Okay, where should we go to next? What should we do? I fancy. Oh, yeah. Ooh, look at that. Look at these. Oh, they look deluxe.
I've just got those.
Have you?
Yeah, I've not used them yet. I've literally just got them. They're amazing.
They're so solid.
Yeah, they look just like a droplet of gold coming off your ear. Absolutely beautiful.
This is absolutely striking. In terms of the weight, the distinction of these is pretty impressive.
Feel amazing.
Yeah, really amazing. You're going to get 3 pairs of these. Personally, one of the pairs, I'm doing nothing to. I'm leaving them as they are. That's it, just having, second pair, I know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm going to do? Little perfect pearl and then my garnet. I'm going to go garnet and pearls, and I'm going to just do that as a combination. That's what I'm going to do with my second pair. That's my second pair. Third pair, well, I tell you what, tonight we have got the most incredible black diamond drops for today's must-have. Today's must-have, you're going to get 2-carat black diamond, natural black diamonds, graduated faceted drops, right? Imagine gold, teardrop of a black diamond. Boom! I mean, that's just sorted. So we'll have just the classic day-to-day jeans and t-shirt. That's without anything added. Then we've got that summertime look with the purple and the garnet, and we've got it. And then we've got the evening out little black dress with the black drop diamonds. Boom!
Then I'd buy another packet.
Listen, this is it. See that? I was like, right, I'm happy now. No, kiddies go further.
Packet, make them up into earrings, sell them to cover the cost of everything else.
Lovely, jubbly. We'll have that. Well, especially with the black diamonds, because with the black diamonds, you probably could recover your cost just by selling one pair with a single drop.
Absolutely.
You sell natural black diamonds and a single little teardrop with that earring. Boom, the job is done.
Yes.
I mean, genuinely. I mean, purple garnet on the luxury of a solid gold setting like that, you know, the sterling silver with the gold finish, that's luxury. And don't forget, this is a lot of silver. Heck, that is a lot of silver. Have you seen how much? 5 grams of silver. Wow. Do you know what? These days, if you went to your local jewellery shop and you asked for a simple sterling silver gold plated chain, they would be charging you probably £30, and you would probably get maybe 1-2 grams of silver at the max. 2 grams max. Here, we're doing less than £4.40 per pair, and you're getting an almighty, look at that, for amount of silver that you're getting. That is an absolute distinguished look. That's impressive. I did not work. If you would have got me to guess for the 5 grams of, I think I might have just done a horse impression. I might have just done I think I just did that live on air. Yeah. Thanks. I think the girls are saying very attractive. Thank you. Why the long face? Moving on. £12.95 is all you pay for your very own luxury. These are 5 grams of sterling silver, gold plated, and that finishing touch of that width and that thickness to the front just means that you really have got instant style and acclaim to build upon. And that's the lovely thing, isn't it?
It's an instant designer look. Nobody is going to believe the price that you paid for them.
Not at all.
Not at all, no.
I mean, you think about that, gosh, I'm just thinking about the amount of silver. It's really rather nice to think, because you're getting 3 pairs. It's really nice to have the freedom to choose whether you want to keep as is or make a change. You know, you might.
And the fact that you can't see that loop behind to attach, so it's going to give you a really can't think of a word for it. It just continues the look. There's no break in between. There's no.
It's going to be a nice float, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. It's just going to flow beautifully.
And I think the interesting part about it is that, say if you're going on holiday and we all want to, you know, compact as much as possible our clothing and our jewellery, you know, you could take just these, and if you wanted to, take 3 or 4 additional charms, just to take the black diamonds, take the purple garnet, take your black pearls. I've got black pearls coming up. You know, take your black pearls, and then you could just alter the look, keep that single drop, and then just
just take a selection of small jump rings with you just to interchange them.
Yeah, exactly. And it's going to be as simple as that, isn't it? Make that change as you want it. But perhaps, you know, just heading off on the plane, maybe going out, you know, if you're going in the caravan. You know, the nice thing is that's just a classic, you know, pull on a pair of earrings to start off with and then build upon it. One of the things we've got a camper van. And one of the things my husband is very clear on is that let's not fill the camper van full of stuff, which is fine if you only want to live in 1 pair of shorts and, you know, 12 t-shirts that we pack for, you know, for that's it. That's all you flip-flops and that's it. You see, that's all well and good. But I don't want to do that. Not when I'm on my holidays. No. So therefore, this would be perfect for me.
That's like having a whole jewellery box with you, isn't it? And all you need is maybe a little pouch just to pop them into, and you can
mix it match. Got that one sorted. Right then, let's go to now the colour of the. How many? Oh, is that it? Only got 17. That's it. 17 coming your way. Absolutely stunning. You have here the most delightful 8mm rounds that you have here, you have 200 carats of one of the most formidably sought after gemstones that there is on the planet. I mean, it's very, very clear that jadeite is a highly regarded, if you go to the GIA, the Gemological Institute of America, if you go to their learning library and you read up at any point about jadeite, then I will guarantee at some point they will say one of the most considered gemstones around. Globally, this is a highly desired gemstone, and in particular Asian market, you know, we're talking about out in China, we're talking about here the whole of the Indian market. This is very, very special indeed. 8mm rounds, probably the go-to size for most people, especially if you're getting started into jewellery making and you want to make something classic like a stretchy bracelet or a classic neckline piece. Perfect, perfect quality. Lowest price to the penny, as low as we can go. That's got to be a birthday price, because it's not very often you see a 96 on there, is it?
Not at all.
1796 is to the penny as low as we can go, pushing it like salt and pepper. Push it real good. Ooh, 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 ooh. Just me who likes that. I used to love that song.
I used to love that.
Yeah. I used to think that was really quite cool. And these days I obviously know that I really wasn't. However, I did at some point think that I was quite cool with that song.
Me too.
Ooh, baby, baby. But baby, baby. See, Kerry's too young. £17.96. Nice thing about this gemstone is that when you put it against the neckline, it just comes to life. It almost has that pearl-like quality, where pearls just lift when it's against the skin. I think jadeite's got the same quality. You've got that freshness. Oh, one of the articles in the GIA doesn't just say about the rarity in terms of expense, it also talks, interestingly enough, about the likelihood of you getting a strand of jadeite. And they talk about it very specifically to say the chances are is that it's going to be very nominal, because this is such a difficult gemstone to give that cohesion of colour tone to. Look at that for cohesion. I love the fact you've got that lovely freshness, those apple greens, those blossom colours, they're all coming together, aren't they, within this look. Fabulous. Love it, especially if you just see it. Look at that size there. Look at the 8mm size. It's just perfect, isn't it? Okay, we're into single quantity figures now. This will be a sellout deal, so you're gonna have to be pretty sharpish to not miss out. £17.96 is to the penny as low as we can go. I mean, we're literally squeezing everything. It's 38 centimetres in length that you're looking at here. 200 carats of your very own jadeite, and it is the real deal, and it is the luxury that we can provide from you here, and we're giving it all for just that rock bottom price tag, £17.96. Congratulations, Vivette, you've got yours. I've also got Lynn and Suzette joining me. Well, that's interesting. Vivette and Suzette joining me. Oh, I've had loads of little similarities like that. No pair of jeans yet, though. I always like to look out for a pair of jeans. That makes me very happy. Makes me very happy when that happens. Like two jeans side by side, like Jean in Somerset and Jean in Derbyshire. I've got a pair of jeans. Doesn't happen very often. I reckon in about 13 years of present, it's probably happened to me maybe about half a dozen times. But when it happens, it feels like a very lucky day. That's all I'm going to say. It doesn't take a lot in my life. I'm very easily pleased. I'm a very easily pleased kind of girl. Right then, let's keep whipping through these deals. Where? Now these are coming up later on, and I'm going to quickly show you these. These are coming up later on in the show. Absolutely incredible. Right, I'm going to give you a heads up now. I may as well tell you now. Are we allowed to put these up for pre-order? This is coming your way. These are coming up at 7:30 this evening. I'm going to tell you now, right? We're going to put them for pre-order. Do you want to know why? I'm going to tell you the price straight away. I'm not going to hold back. I'm not going to hold back. We are looking here at an amazing deal. Putting it out there. Pre-order. Under £10. Oh yeah. Under £10 for the luxury, the most iconic luxury of black pearls. the real deal black pearls coming your way for under 10. Pre-order right now. Pre-order so you don't miss out. Get the quantity that you need. Don't buy one strand. Trust me, you buy one strand, you'll kick yourself because you wish you bought 2. You wish you bought 3. I always say buy to the max, not to the minimum. And the reason I say that is because on personal experience, if I've only bought one of something and I really like it, it's a horrible feeling because I think I should have got 2 of those and then they're all sold out and then I don't have the chance to multi-purchase. It's easier to send back than it is to try and get hold of it on another occasion. Under £10. We do give you a 30-day money back period, which says you buy 5 of these, you only want 4, send one of them back, your money goes back into your account. No questions asked. It's better to buy big than it is to go home sad that you only bought 1 and actually you should have bought 4 or 5. It's better to get that, especially when we're under £10. That's happening at 7:30 this evening. Whoop, whoop, 7:30 this evening. Okay, straight on we go to where? Ooh, what? Okay, this is your Beadalon fashion grip. Now, the thing is that these are a big birthday treat from us to you. These are our Beadalon fashion grips, and I know for a lot of people, if you missed out when these came to our birthday, you kicked yourself that you missed out. Don't miss out now. This is the chance to be able to get hold of your very own blue tiger print. These are in the small size, so these are perfect for your smaller of, say for example, this style, thank you chick, this style of plier. Can you see that there? So you can see it here, and they literally just slip over so that it just makes it simple. And the nice part about it is that when they sit on, they're actually padded, so you've got that comfort of grip. Again, this goes back to the likes of my family, you know, my family heritage of arthritis, and we're very much aware of the fact that the ergonomics of a plier is one thing, but the comfort of using it over and over again is another. And that's where these padded printed these almost fashion grips really come into their own, because they do just give a little bit more softness to the actual grip of the plier. £2.95. It's also good that if you go to the likes of any kind of jewellery clubs to identify your pliers. Yes. I know that a number of my friends who, you know, have, you know, groups of, you know, 10 of them get together, often they accidentally mix and match with their pliers and then they get lost. And so instead of having to write on them, you know, with a felt tip pen that rubs off on your fingers, this is just a perfect way to identify, this is my plier. Yes, you can lend it, but I'll have it back at the end of the day. Thanks very much. £2.95 is all you pay for this fantastic padded and fashion grip tiger print grip form that you have here. £2.95. And really, if you think about it, you know, the cost of our pliers these days is so amazing that really £2.95 just to customise them, just to personalise them, doesn't seem a lot really, does it? Especially if it then gives you that comfort of usability, you know. And if you think about, say, something like this, you know, I know that you invested hours and hours and hours. Yes. You know, if you're creating big designs.
Yeah, if you're doing something like rosary linking,
exactly.
You're going to be doing a lot of, and it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of work on your hand. Even though you know, you've got the spring from your pliers, you're still going to get sort of wear on your hand,
yeah,
and
totally.
also wear on your pliers, because the actual parts of the pliers do wear eventually, so they're going to protect your pliers, and it's an investment, so you're protecting your investment of good
of the tool. Yeah. That's right. It's yours for the take of £2.95. If you do want to join us, now is the chance to get hold of it. Now is the chance for us to be able to bring that to you. A real treat that we can offer you there. Congratulations, you've got that. Now, I've got some news. We're going to have to delay the Garnet offer. It's a live show, and I'm going to put our hands up. Right, hands up, baby, hands up. Right, I put my hands up. You don't know that one? Give me your heart, gimme your heart, gimme.
I know it.
Yeah, see? Yeah. The youthful lots don't know this. They're like, that. What's that one? All your love. It wasn't Madonna. That was True Love. Your heart fits me like. I know the whole of that one. She sat on a little Cadillac at the back, didn't she? Like this. And it's gonna be true blue, baby, I love you. Yeah, I was there. Woo! Right, let me just tell you what's going on. At this precise moment, I don't have my purple garnet. I have purple pearl, but I'm going to show you that obviously, take a look at the purple garnet. We're going to show you it. We can see if we can find it, right? We're going to see if we can get hold of it. What do you think, guys? Now the problem is that we have no floor manager at this precise moment, and so and the lovely Roz has only just joined us to produce because we're pooling us with our lovely Becky. So it's just a little bit of a tough Saturday in terms of trying to organise getting hold of our lovely garnet. Oh. I'm going to show you the pearls, just so you can see that I wore the dress especially. That looks really pretty, doesn't it? That looks really, really pretty. So that's the purple pearl that goes with the natural purple garnet. Incredible natural purple garnet, and you can see it in the close-up. It's just a revelation. It's an amazing quality of a gemstone. We're going to have a quick look for that in the break, right? We're all going to run. We're going to do some kind of mass sprint. We're all going to run to the production room to see if we can find. Yeah, Ross says she didn't even do running and she's going to run. She says she can run a bath. I like that. So we've got that. We're going to do it. If we can find it, if we can show you it, I'd rather show you it than play it via the video clip. We'll do it straight after the break so we can all go and see if we can find it in production. If we can't, we'll play it anyway, but with an apology that we don't have the actual purple garnet. I've got the guarantee of it's natural. I can tell you all about it, so we'll talk about it, but we'll work out a plan. So apologies about that. Let's do some amethyst instead though. And you know, the amethyst is probably one of the most recognisable gemstones, isn't it? It's one of the most, I guess, it's a go-to for many of us jewellery lovers, especially when you're designing. Sometimes you just want a gemstone that people instantly know, and other times it's really nice to be able to introduce something that's totally different, something totally unique. You can see there that mix of colour between the deeper, richer velvet purples to the lavenders and lighter tones of lilacs. All of that arrangement, I mean, almost heading towards a Rose de France quality in some of these tones as well. But I love that arrangement of colour play. I like the fact that we're seeing different levels of colour. Do you want to know why? Because then you know it's real. You know it's genuine gemstones. If this was just a cohesion of one shade of purple, there's every chance that it could have been mass produced as a piece of plastic. It's not though, is it? Because every one of these gemstones is different. Every one has got a different colour hue. It's got the lighter, it's got the darker, it's got the bouncing light through some of them, and then the richness of almost a glow inside others. That's what I like about this gemstone, is that in this strand you can really see that variant, and it's natural variant. It's Zambian qualities of luxury amethyst. £5.95 is all you pay. The colour of this would go gorgeous with those purple pearls. I mean, that colour combination. I mean, you're just ready for a party, you're ready for a wedding, you're ready for an evening out. There's a real sense of luxury in that combination, isn't it? £5.95. So probably one of our most well-known gemstones globally, one of the most recognisable. You know, you wouldn't say to your local jeweller, what's your average pearl, what's your average purple gemstone, other than expecting to hear the word amethyst. They're certainly not going to say purple or garnet, that's for sure. You know, this is the go-to. This is your traditional go-to for those luxury shades of purples into pinks. That's what amethyst can be to us. And Zambia can really provide that lovely arrangement of colour tone. reminding us that it's the real deal, telling us that you've got that quality, and even for $5.95 you've got that guarantee that it's the real deal. And of course, at any point, if you do want to get a certificate of authenticity, just for a mere 25 pence, you can add one to your order. So if you do always like to have that proof of purchase, and I'm one of those who does like to have that, then I would certainly recommend for that just extra 25p for any of your gemstones. It doesn't have to be for your most expensive, it's just almost about that reassurance, especially if you're joining us for the first time. You know, I'm sure it's quite a big decision when you're making that first purchase with us, because, you know, we're doing such great prices that at some point, and we're all probably naturally cynical these days, you go, can't be real at $5.95. I've seen my local jeweller shop selling, you know, half of that quantity for 40, 50 pounds. I get it. And I think that that's why, you know, something like a certificate of authenticity can give you that reassurance that it is the real deal. We give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. That gives you another lot of reassurance. We've got an extraordinary amount of customers. Considering that we're 8 years old, we actually have an outstanding customer loyalty because of how good we are. And of course, if you do want to give us a go, this is a great time to do it, because you're paying £5.95, and with that £5.95 you'll get your welcome pack. Now the welcome pack, hecky thump, it's everything you need and more. You are really talking about, when we do a welcome, we do it with a massive hug. It's a big, massive bear hug of a welcome, because what we offer you, we give you free tools. So you get 3 free tools to get started with. You get all the threads, all the findings, plus you also get an amazing quality of things like pamphlets. We've also got booklets and stuff like that. So all of that, an incredible opportunity. Stay on those phone lines. Free phone number that you're dialing. Join us at JewelleryMaker.com if you prefer. Congratulations on that one. Okay, where should we go to next? I think we should head to the glow of Moonstone. Now, I'm going to say now, if you've seen Moonstone from us, and if you've seen what we're good at, which is sourcing some absolutely outlandish gemstones, then this is testament to that quality. Look at this. Look at this. And you can see it's Moonstone, can't you? If I just take that one, if I just show you that one on its own, you can really see the glow of the Moonstone. You can see, look at that. Now Moonstone has got an internal schiller, and inside this gemstone there's lots of little metallic platelets which create an external halo of light reaction, which is called schiller. And this is often called in Moonstone terms adularescence. Sometimes it's known, there's lots of different terminologies, but essentially this is a schiller, a surface reaction of light that glows like a halo over the gem. Now I'm showing you one just because it was a good example, but can you see they all do it? Every single one has that quality, and that's why people love working with Moonstone, is because it really delivers on an aesthetic quality. It delivers on that impact of something different, and we're giving you the something different. 10mm rounds, great size. Anybody who wants to just make something simple and stylish, you know, we gave you those fantastic bolt ring clasps earlier on. Add that together. Maybe you're going to break it up. Oh, what about breaking up some of those with your 200 of your rose gold? That's a nice combo.
Oh, that would look perfect.
Just, you know, just as little spaces.
One in between each. Just separates it out.
Yes.
And it helps show off the gemstone as well.
And I think in this gemstone, the more rotation you get, the more spacing that they have, the more of that schiller you're going to appreciate. Because on one side, you won't see that movement. As it moves round, you get that light play, you get that dance of colour. And that's what you've really got to see. So I think with the rose gold in particular, you're going to really facilitate that look. Now these were an absolute stormer of a deal. You're getting 200 of those for £3.95. So if you do want to add those to your order, one post and packaging for the whole day with us. You can add as many times as you like. And of course, if you are adding, you can keep on going. We've got lots to look forward to. Black faceted diamonds to come your way tonight. We've also got a few purple garnet. We're looking forward to being able to see that. Fingers crossed we can get a hold of it. Plus, on top of that, everybody who's asking about this neckline piece, as you can see, it's coming up 7 o'clock hour. Our Katie's going to introduce you to our kit. That's probably going to be the kit of the day. I think it's fair to say this is going to be the kit of the day. An amazing treat. Now, just to let you know, if you do want this peach moonstone, we only have, I've just noticed the location.
It's the first thing I looked for.
Now, there's no way that I thought that this was going to go from that location. The accent, it's the accent. I mean, you cannot not do that, can you? You know, it's a bit like when you have kyanite. I have to go, well, I kyanite believe it, because the accent just lends itself to just both of those. There's no way I cannot believe it. Right. This is Norwegian, which I have to say is something of a bit of a coup, because Norway can offer you some of the most fascinating qualities, absolutely spectacular qualities of light reaction, and that's why you're seeing so much of a prevalent example. A real treat and a half for just £9.95. All yours for the taking. Massive congratulations. Free phone number is where you can dial us, of course, or alternatively join us at JewelleryMaker.com and make the most of these special birthday celebration treats. Of course, we're giving you the best of the birthday. We're encapsulating everything that was amazing over the last week tonight. Tonight is the night. And of course, we're encapsulating the quality of seed beads this evening. We're giving you collector's gemstones. We've got lots of deals on wire coming up later on as well, and then to top it off with the likes of black diamonds and natural purple garnet. And of course, we've got the big black pearl deal. That is your black pearls for under £10. That was one of our extra special deals over the birthday. We've got the last of stock on those black pearls. This is coming your way under £10. So if you want to pre-order, we've opened the pre-order event right now for under £10. You've got the luxury of these iconic pearls. And again, I love the fact that you've got that texture over the surface, which reminds us that this is the real deal. It reminds us that we are offering you genuine pearls here within this strand for under £10. Plus, on top of that, don't forget, we have got our purple pearls and purple natural garnet to look forward to. Look at the quality. Oh, could you imagine doing a nice torsade with those two together? Oh, that's striking, isn't it? Absolutely glorious deals to look forward to, encapsulating what's been amazing about this last week with our celebrations for our birthday by giving you a roundup. It is the birthday roundup, and I have to say, the must-have for this evening. It's so limited, and yet it's extraordinary. I am going to tell you, I've got less than 20 in stock. That's less than 20 in stock of today's must-have. We don't normally do those kind of limited quantities for today's must-have, but when it's black diamonds in faceted drops, I think you'll appreciate that it's worthy of us doing it as a little bit of an added treat. That's all to look forward to, loads and to indulge upon, including lots of inspiration. If you want to know how to make this, it's happening straight after the break. The wonderful Katie will take us through that, and fingers crossed, we'll give you your natural garnet.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
Jewellery Maker is live on Freeview Channel 76 every day from 8 AM to 1 PM. But if you don't want to miss out on fantastic deals and demonstrations from our guest designers after 1 PM, then simply press the red button on your TV remote. Remember, your TV must be connected to the internet. Your screen may go black for a few seconds whilst the internet loads, but then you should be able to carry on watching Jewellery Maker for the rest of the day. And remember, we are live until 10 PM. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easy to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Getting started with Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When you spend $4.95 with us, you'll get a free welcome pack which contains everything you need to get started, including step-by-step project cards and a DVD which will give you the chance to be able to create an arrangement of different items of jewellery. You'll also get a manual which will help to familiarise you with all the items you're going to be creating and all the tools you're going to need to do so. Plus you'll also get a free pack of tools. These will be everything you need to get started. Getting started with Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. So why not give it a go today?
Buying from Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When we bring an item to you, all the graphics come on screen, and this gives you all the information that you will need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, the one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Did you know, no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging. Select our standard delivery for just £2.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for £4.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
The Jewellery Maker phone is free from a UK landline, so call us today to place your order. If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our 30-day money-back guarantee.
Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people?
I've literally just ran around the building. Ros and I have just been in some kind of like challenge Annika moment. Literally treasure hunt, can you remember that? Always wanted to, not in the lycra, but always wanted to do the challenges. A touch of Annika about me. I love treasure hunt. Right, I have managed to, this is genuine, this is sample stock. So what I'm showing you now is a derivative of the strand that you're going to get. What I want to tell you is that Katie has this strand that we're about to sell.
Yes.
So I've showed this strand to Katie, the sample strand, she's got, that's exactly the same as mine,
Yeah,
Vix. So I know that what you're going to get is pretty much bang on what I'm showing you here. I just can't show you the right length. I don't know the length of what we've got.
Yeah, it was in one of the shorter gold
boxes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can show you the derivative of what you're going to see. Now, the reason I wanted to show you, I didn't want to just show you on the VT, the video clip, is because in all honesty, there is nothing like this at all in the gem world. So there's no point in me going, oh, this gemstone's really like this. It kind of has a bit of a flavour of it. There's nothing, zero, nothing compares to truly natural garnet like this. As soon as the graphics come on, I tell you what, Ros, let's give everybody the same chance to get hold of this. How about we do a countdown? We'll show everybody the strand. We'll show everybody what true natural purple garnet is. And then we'll do a countdown. Guys, can we do a 30-second clock? And we'll then open the phone lines. Everybody, we'll do a 60-second clock. Fine, that's fine. Right, I'm going to show you the quality of this gemstone. I'm just going to show you the potential of this gemstone because you've got to see it to believe it. This is an unquestionable world-class gemstone. Have you ever seen, and I know the answer's no, have you ever seen anything like this before from us? The answer is 100% no, because this is a brand new find. And I spoke to our buying team probably about just shy of 6 months ago about trying to source this, and our buying team looked at me as if to go, well, you're setting something. It was almost like me saying, go and find the needle in the haystack. Go and see if you can find the smallest needle in the biggest haystack. But by jingo, for our birthday celebration, they have done it, and I'm so thrilled. This literally all began with me walking in and going, have we got the chance to get hold of natural purple? And you see, the reason is that I would call this grape garnet. And the reason that I went into our buying team is because I know some very, very, very prominent buyers in the gem trade right now. And they just come back from the Tucson Gem Fair, and they were waxing lyrical about two colours. One was grape garnet. Two was mint garnet. Two words, those two words will bring a lot of traders flying in. Mint garnet and natural purple grape garnet is releasing. Now you just type in to your search engine about what grape garnet is, and you'll see everything, every article that I've read is always about the demand of this colour, the demand on this colour. Everybody wants this colour at the moment. Natural grape purple garnet is mega. Now then, we have got an article to show you, but I've just been told we have to do a countdown now. We're going to release this deal. So what you're going to get is a strand of luxury natural purple garnet, plus you're going to get a strand of luxury purple pearls. Together on this deal, we're about to introduce you to an almighty birthday treat. 60 seconds from now, and the deal will be open. Now, in that 60 seconds, I'm going to show you this, because this is what makes the difference. This was what makes your difference, my difference, trading difference. The difference is this certificate. It's an independent gem lab test, and that independent lab test, and you'll see two things that are pertinent to why you've got to get hold of this while we've got it. Because the first thing that they identify is the colour, and this is one of the only times you'll see this. It is a redeemed guarantee. The colour says purple. So that's number one. So this is not pink on purple. This is not purplish pink, because obviously there's lots of definition in the gem trade where we add the word ish, because if there's a balance of shaded colours, pinkish purple, purplish pink, that often has an impact on the price tag. If you've got pure purple, no ish, no derivative, 5 seconds are about to run. Right, this is huge. 4, 3, 2, 1, now, go, go, go. This is your exclusive birthday celebration deal. Straight in with the price tag. $59.95 is all you pay. An amazing opportunity. $59.95, straight to it. No dilly-dallying. On this deal, you are getting a deluxe rondelle formation. You've got there your graduated faceted wheels, plus you've also got those luxury purple pearls, all together for under £60. So that's the other thing. What's the second thing that's really important? The colour purple, not purplish, not pinkish purple, but guaranteed a shade of purple, flat. That makes this very, very exclusive. Second thing, result confirm, natural origin. One of the most essential things in the gem trade right now. The thing that people will pay a huge amount of money for. And you go to Bonhams, you go to Sotheby's, you go to Christie's. I'll guarantee that if it's a natural gemstone, it will say natural. Natural sapphire, natural ruby, natural purple garnet. That will make a huge difference to the price tag on any gemstone at the moment. And you've got the guarantee from this. This is the lab test. That will then go into obviously giving you a guarantee via your certificate of authenticity. If you want the certificates, 25 pence, and add it to your order now. There is only one thing I will say. For me, you really have got to get that certificate of authenticity. For the very reason that this is exceptionally rare to come by, to the point where how we've achieved this is genuinely, it's a one-off purchase. This is a one-off deal that we've secured. This is not going to be a repeatable opportunity. This is a buy it while we've got it moment. $59.95, and you've got that guarantee. Now, if you want to know a little bit more about this gemstone in terms of its absolute exceptional combination of beauty and rarity, then I would always recommend, those of you that know me, I'll always recommend you go to the Learning Library via the GIA, Gemological Institute of America. There you go. Can you see it there? Purple pyrope almandine garnet from Mozambique. That's what you've got here. This is one of the most talked about, one of the most revered, and actually interesting, one of the most researched gemstones of this last few years. It was only found in 2016, and now here we are talking about it in such reverence. The chances are in about 2 years' time we might not ever talk about this colour again, because it's such a rare commodity within the jewellery industry. Now carry on that article and you'll find something that's even more exciting. And I don't know whether you know this about what you own, right? You're about to, now Katie's already got this strand, she's already got her purple garnet, so you're about to, and I don't know whether this has been told yet, but this is a really interesting aspect of why you want to make sure you own this gemstone. In the article, the article is all about reviewing the gemstone. Take a look at this picture and then see what it says. It says here, examination with a gemological microscope revealed several internal features. Pause. Ready? Including individual and clustered zircon crystals. Why does it sparkle so much? Wow. Why is there so much light playing inside it? Because there's zircon inside it. Go back to that close-up. Go back to the rotation. Look, see how it sparkles, see how it dazzles. That's because you've got zircon.
That was actually one of the first things I noticed, but I've never seen garnet sparkle as much in my life.
Because no other garnet has got zircon particles inside it.
No, I didn't know that.
Continue reading, and what else does it have? Zircon with stress halos, black platelets of graphite. What's graphite? What's graphite? compressed
Diamonds?
diamonds.
Wow. Wow, wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh, wow, that's amazing. I didn't know that. No, that's, oh, I'm over the moon all over again.
It's an incredible gemstone, but remember, it's natural, right? So everything that you read from the GIA, right, absolutely applies to this natural gemstone. This is not processed to be purple. This is not anything other than, it says here, natural origin, which means guaranteed Mother Nature's creation. It's not purplish pink. It's not pinkish purple. It is bang on purple. And the trade are so specific about that kind of balance because they are so precise. If you've got more weight to the purple, it'd be purple-ish. If you've got more weight to the pink, you'd be pink-ish. If it's flat to the depth of purple, that's what you've got here. I don't know any lab test that does that without adding the balance of the ish. Yeah. And the thing is people think that that's just us being eggy with our terminology, but it's not. It's just how the gem trade works. The word ish really does make a huge reference to obviously the quality of the gemstone you're sourcing. An amazing, genuine opportunity here, totally natural. I just wanted to show you the quality of these stones as they sit. Now, obviously, as I say, this is just a prototype sample, so I'm not showing you the exact strand that you're going to get. But I am just giving you some kind of quality of finish that you're expecting to receive here. I've got pen ink on my finger now from running around the office. No, it's running around the office and just flinging things to try and find this strand. An exquisite deal here, $59.95 is all you pay. For me, I think this might be the biggest deal of the year so far for gem lovers, for gem collectors, for gem traders, for those who are looking for something extra special in their gem collection. I don't think there's anything to match. In fact, I think if you went to your local jeweller's shop and if you went to your city centre jeweller's shop, I think you would have to go to a true, I would say, world-leading trader to get this kind of natural purple garnet in your collection. This is not average gemstone collection jewellery, that's for sure. This is really elitism. And if you want that elitism, if you want that opportunity, I think this is this is your chance. And I know this because genuinely our buying team have had to work everything to get this deal to you. I mean, I promise you, they have worked everything. They've left nothing on the table for this deal to happen for our birthday this year, and all credit to them. They knew what they wanted. When I gave them the heads up about it, and I only knew because I have some great contacts in the gem trade, and I told them about this, they genuinely, when I showed them the GIA report, in particular seeing that report, and you kind of go, okay, if you've got that kind of revere, if you've got that reverence to a gemstone, the chances of making it affordable is nominal. And yet we've done it. We've done it for you. We've made it affordable. And we haven't just set it on its own. We've also put it alongside these beautiful pink purple pearls. And that colour combination is just delightful. $59.95 is all you pay. Sharon, congratulations. Helen and Chris, Susan, join me. Tina and Suze, Hilary and Linda. Millie B, you've got yours in Yorkshire. Celine, you've got yours in California. Irene in Renfrewshire. You've got buys in London, Buckinghamshire, Manchester, Sussex. Everybody who's joined us. And the interesting part about it is that you said you got yours, what, just a few days ago?
Yes.
Since then, have you made anything?
I have.
Oh, you have?
I really didn't think I would. I wanted to keep it on strap, but I just had to have something.
What have you
so
made?
I've taken five of the central gemstones and made a ring with it. And once you get it home, take it outside. It is truly something you've never seen before. It's a colour you've absolutely never seen before.
That's an interesting one. Do you want to know why you say take it outside? Because this is known as a daytime gemstone, right? And interesting enough, there are evening gems and there are daytime gemstones. And tourmaline and garnet wholeheartedly are daytime stones, which is why they don't respond very well to synthetic lighting. Some gemstones kind of deal with it, like beryl, like morganite, like aquamarine, they deal with this kind of lighting. Other gemstones like natural garnet don't respond very well at all, but that's because they're called daytime gemstones. So put this in natural daylight and it'll sing.
It's out of this world.
Yes, it genuinely is.
It is.
That's exactly the way to describe it. And you've got the luxury of that opportunity. Please check out your basket on that deal. I've got way too many people who haven't checked out their basket on that deal. Please don't miss out. Hertfordshire, London, Maine, Buckinghamshire, Hampshire, East Riding of Yorkshire, Kent, you all need to check out to guarantee that that deal is yours this evening. Congratulations if you have been successful. Right, we're going straight on. And I know a lot of you have been waiting with bated breath for us to be able to bring this ear necklace. Now, we've been advertising it. The response has been wondrous, I have to say. For those of you who've been phoning in, because we haven't just had messages, text messages and things like that, we've had phone calls into the gallery from our call centre going, okay, what time are you doing that? You've got it in the coming up box, you're not telling us what time it is. That's it. This is the one that everybody's been talking about. And I think the thing is that this is such an iconic piece of jewellery. And it's one of those statement pieces that kind of almost sits in the memory, doesn't it?
Yeah, I definitely won't be forgetting this in a hurry. I'm so proud of it. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
It really took my breath away. When I looked at it, when I'd actually finished, I thought, oh my word, I've just made that. Yeah, but I mean, the kit just brought it all together perfectly for me.
This is interesting because I know when you first saw the kit as separate entities, it almost went, oh, what do I do? Where do I go?
Yeah, because when you look at it all separate, it does look a bit like, oh, does that go with that? Does it really work? But just popping it all together and playing with it, and then just building upon your sort of original idea, which is what I'm going to kind of show you today, is how to create the idea for it. It just worked. It just worked so perfectly. You know, the two different blues, I was thinking, is that going to go together? Are they going to jar against each other? But no, put them all together. It just works.
I think that's a really interesting point for our kits, because a lot of people say, well, why do you make a kit when I can do it myself? Well, first of all, you can't get the price tag that we do, because when we put a kit together, we make sure that we lower the price tag. So if you're buying these as a separate entity, individually, you would end up paying higher than the price that we're about to do you for the full kit. So that's one thing. But the second thing I think about our kits is that actually they inspire and they almost push you to do something that you've never done before, or perhaps challenge you to try new ideas of colourways, or perhaps challenge you to work with different ingredients. And I think in some ways we're all very much creatures of habit, and it's very easy to slip into that easy, this is what I do and this is how I do it, these are the colours I work with. Well, we all do it. This is the clothes I wear, this is how I'm comfortable, and I don't need to push. But we all know when you have a got wang moment, when you watch, you know, when you used to watch, what was his programme for? You know what I mean? When you used to, what was it called? Something naked. What was it?
Oh.
How to Good Look Naked.
Yeah, look good. The other way around, look good naked.
What did I say wrong?
Good look naked.
How to look good naked. I don't know what I said wrong there, but anyway. How to look good. Anyway, either way, right, if you think about it, in that moment, when you see that transformation, that person hasn't changed, really. You know, they are the same shape, they're the same person. Yeah. The only thing that's changed is actually, first of all, their outer clothing, and I think their belief. Yeah. And in some ways, this is that moment, isn't it? That transformation moment.
Yeah, it's kind of changing the perception of something, isn't it? Yeah.
Totally. Right, we're going to do two sections to the kit, okay? And we're going to start, right, I'm going to put that to one side with this combination. Wow. These are amazing. They are. Actually, what's fascinating is when you see them in your neckline piece, they're almost just a part of the mosaic.
Yeah, it all just works together, but when you see them individually...
Crikey! Wowzers! I'm going to just place this just to give you some perspective on size, because the neckline piece that Katie has created is actually quite dramatic. It's quite a big piece, but I think you need to see this in size just to give you some principle of wearability in individual size. These are going to imagine a lovely cuff bracelet.
They're amazing. They are just beautiful.
Aren't they? And they are literally mosaic-like, aren't they? You've got this copper running through the mosaic of the actual turquoise. Now this is US turquoise. So for those of you who like your location-driven quality, we all know that turquoise from the US has got a defining quality guaranteed. And you've got that set here, but you've got almost like a river running around it. Within the copper finish, just to give that almost aesthetic value, that finishing touch. Absolutely glorious. And it is a mosaic, and every single one of them has got that mosaic formation to them, forwards and backwards. One side's polished, one side's not, but I actually quite like the idea of maybe having the potential to have something matte as well as something that is highly polished and finished. It just creates a different aesthetic, doesn't it? So you're getting this combination of 4. So you've got 4 of these, and as you can see there, 4 of them together, but that's on its own right, a dramatic opportunity. But we're adding into that your ultra suede. Ultra suede, for those who have never used it before, is almost, especially for neckline pieces like you've created, is an essential.
For me, it's an absolute essential. You can just sew straight onto a backing. You can actually just sew straight onto your ultra suede as well. You don't actually need a backing. It just makes your piece a little bit more softer, but the backing just gives it rigidity. But the ultra suede gives you the luxury backing. It makes it beautiful against your skin. It makes it beautiful against your skin on your cuffs, so you're not going to get any of that needlework at the back scratching against your skin or anything, and it gives you a really beautiful, beautiful finish.
And I think the nicest thing about it is that there is that almost that instant of colour wearability of this, you know, as a backdrop.
Yes.
You know, whatever you're going to work it with, whether it be blue, green, pink, you know, sky blue, whatever, you know that this backdrop is going to work, isn't it?
Yes.
And you don't see a lot of it, but when you do see it, you want to see it with some kind of flair, and it's definitely got that, hasn't it? To top off this bundle, and this is bundle 1 of 2 to make the neckline piece that Katie's achieved, you've got your carnelian, and I guess your inspiration was the name of the kit, which is Tibetan treats. Carnelian is a very, very strong gemstone for the Tibetan people. I know, you know, for a lot of us, you know, for us, carnelian takes us back to the Victorian era with the cameo brooches and things like that. But actually, in Tibet, this has got a highly regarded quality. I mean, amulet style. You know, it's worn by many as a protector. It's also worn as a healing gemstone for some. You know, this is a gemstone that has a real reverence in terms of quality. So it's a historical gemstone, but it's a highly revered gemstone at the same time. And to put it with the turquoise, and you can see how glorious it works on the neckline here. Absolutely fabulous. This is kit 1 of 2. Are you ready for the price tag for kit 1? $27.90. I'd pay that for just the turquoise.
Absolutely, just the turquoise, but in the carnelian as well. And the ultra suede, I mean, it's fantastic price.
Especially when you start to deliver, you know, you've made one hugely dramatic piece, but actually in reality, if you wanted to break this up into separate pieces of jewellery...
I mean, this kit, I actually got 5 of them, so it goes on the carat weight in different shapes as well, so it might be worth multi-buying and see what shapes you get.
Oh, that's interesting.
And, you know, what you want to go with.
Okay, so just so you know, I'm going to say, yes, just to clarify that, we base our bundles of cabochons often on carat weight. So what I've got here is a carat weight that's obviously given me 4 pendants, but actually what Katie got was 5 pendants. So it just is the luck of the draw in terms of size, whether you want the bigger, whether you want the smaller. But as you say, if you multi-purchase on this, you can make your choice then, can't you? Your choice to get hold of this, whether you buy 1, 3, your quantity for £27.95. Love the size of those. For me, that's a signature look just for one of those for £27.95 that you could sell in a cuff bracelet and achieve your money back instantly. And then the rest is just profit or enjoyment.
Just one wire wrapped in a really simple pendant, I would be charging more than that in any case.
Well, I think that's that's the point, isn't it? It's US turquoise. It's the beautiful mosaic with the copper finish. I mean, it's a stunning individual look that you're going to achieve from all 4 or 5 as you got on this one. Did you get the pear shape then?
I got the pear shape, and I got 2 pear shapes in this kit, so that's why I thought it would be an idea to multiply and see what you get. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? See, the thing is that you made the whole necklace, but you could take that just as a single pendant, couldn't you?
Yes.
That could be. Now, I'm about to ask you about something that I don't know whether I've seen. I might have seen them once before, but they're these. And I was saying to the team in the production room, well, why have we not seen these this much? I love these because they're grooved, so that you can really play with the design. You can really make an impact over the top, as well as you know, within the actual threading of those gorgeous double drilled design. So here you've got your 2-hole groovy green turquoise dark travertine beads. Now I presume the travertine means that you've got that almost binocular like combination. I'll profile these so you can see them. And you see, so that they're almost fluted high and low here, and with that colour combination, that looks great, doesn't it? With a little bit of the red running through, it just adds a little bit of detail.
Yeah, it adds a little bit more texture to them, doesn't it? It just brings out the groove that's in.
Brings out the groove.
Brings out the groove.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, we like on a Saturday evening, we like to bring out the groove, don't we? We've got to bring out that groove. So you've got here these wonderful travertine beads with the double drill with the groove, which means, as I say, you can really facilitate, and you can see in the necklace that Katie's created, she's really maximised on that groove because you've used it almost as a well.
Like a setting for the other seed beads.
You can see them, all of them have been set with a setting on top. There you go. So you've got that flat, and it almost creates a canvas to build another beads formation against.
It kind of brings it more three-dimensional because you're bringing out the pattern and the detail.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's your travertines. As I say, I think I've only seen those once before, and certainly not with this colourway, with then that little veining of the red just highlighting. Plus, on top of that, you've got your seed beads. Now, I'm going to put the seed beads down and just, in fact, I'm going to hold them and show you the distinction of each one. First of all, we're going to go for the size, because I think these are most certainly the most dramatic of sizes that you have within this combination. The colour is glorious, isn't it? It's a real metallic treat, and this quality of colour really does work for me. You have the size of these sitting as 6mm, and these are your galvanised seafoam seed beads. So these are your 6mm in your Mayukis. Then on top of that, let's carry on. If those of you getting started into seed beading, 6mm are brilliant to get started. Really rather good to get started with, because they're quite they're large enough to be able to work with without having too much of a struggle. As
soon as you start, you know you can handle them. Sometimes the smaller beads, when you're just working with those, it is a little bit too fiddly at first.
Yes.
But that's a great starter.
And as are these actually as well, aren't they?
Yes.
So you've then got, on top of that, you've got your, I believe these are, let me make sure I've got your matte teal, and these are your 8s. So you're getting a bundle of those. Then, to match it alongside to get this fantastic colour, tell you what, take that away. Yeah. Perfect for next week, eh? Next weekend. Yeah. What's working out next weekend? It's the royal wedding, man. I can't believe I've just got, what's next weekend? Ah, yes. You've got the royal wedding happening next weekend. So you've got your blues here. Love that. So here you've got your transparent cobalt seed beads in your 8s. Then you've got your reds, and this is your, let's make sure, maroon, classified as maroon 11s, and then you also have your salon seed beads in your 11s as well. So all of these together create one mega bundle, create the look that you see that we have mastered in this combination. I have some good news and some bad news. Good news is the price. Bad news is the quantity. So I'm wondering, if we bring in the price and I say the quantity at the same time, maybe you won't notice. In fact, no, let's not do that, because I want you to know exactly what we've got so that you don't miss out. We only have 58 of this bundle. That's it. 58 available. I'm thinking this is going to be a sellout. We're giving you all of the inspiration straight after this to be able to make that amazing necklace. You just need the ingredients, and here they are. Ready for it? 58 only for $21.95. Now, obviously, we've taken you a lot lower than we needed to go. We didn't need to go that low, but that's exactly what we've managed to achieve. $21.95 goes to, congratulations, Colleen and Philippa, Sharon and Tanya. Congratulations. This is going to be a sellout. Right, you're going to have to be a little bit quicker on the deals on this one. Congratulations, Deborah, Karen and Bristol. I've also got buyers like Andrew, and then I've got Victoria joining, Mrs. Christmas. Congratulations to Lincolnshire, Buckinghamshire, Sussex. Everybody pays that price tag. Everybody gets the same deal, but of course I can only guarantee the deal if we've got the stock to go around. 58's not enough. 58's nowhere near the kind of quantity that we need to guarantee. Everybody's going to get the same chance. Queues on those phone lines. It's a free phone number that we're dialing. I think, you know, the nicest part about this bundle is that you can really see the potential within the jewellery that you've given us.
Of working it all together, but just like as you said, you can actually separate these out and use those colours together, and then use the sort of Union Jack colours together if you wanted to. But for me, I would use them all together because they just work. They've purposely been put together for them to work. And I do apologise, I didn't find the size 6s in my bag until I'd finished the big piece. So sorry about that. But I did use them in the earrings.
Shall we let her off? Let's look at that piece of jewellery again. Shall we let her off? Yeah. Oh, all right there.
I made it and I thought, oh, I could have put those in there. But no,
I don't think that you need to apologise at all, whatsoever. You've got the chance to be able to get hold of this. Still queues on the lines. Marjorie, great to have your company. Gertrude, Jacqueline, if you want to add your Tibetan Treats Kit Mark 1, which is your turquoise, cabochons, your carnelian and your ultra suede, you can do that right now for $27.95. Add it to your order means that you pay one post and packaging for the whole day, and you can do that all the way through till midnight. So if you joined us at 8 o'clock this morning on our live show, good news is if you made a purchase at 8 o'clock, you paid your post and packaging, and you can keep on adding all the way through till midnight on that single P&P. Or maybe you're just joining us right now and you're buying this and you're perhaps getting that bundle, one P&P, job's a good one. £21.95 for you. See that will be a sellout. That will be a sellout deal. Right then, so where do we go?
Okay, so we're just going to talk about how I created the design first of all, and then I'm going to show you how I use the groovy beads.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I tend to do is look at the cabochons that I've got. I did a little bit of research on Tibetan, found out some shapes and things to use, and then I always use the graph paper to do my design, fold it in half, and then cut it that way, and then you've got even sides, because I have tried to be clever before and just cut it all out in one and then think, oh, that hasn't worked.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, so using graph paper, and when you look at that, it actually looks quite a lot smaller than the actual necklace, but the necklace kind of brings it to life, and it gives that 3D, all that beading gives it three-dimensional. So once I've done that, what I do is I turn it over, so I've just got a blank background, and then I start playing with my cabochons and seeing, what I want where and things, and just decide and make little marks and things, and just sort of have everything planned. Don't just start off and think, right, I'll just start with the beading. Yeah. Because you need to place everything where you want it to be first.
Well, especially with something as precise as that, where the complexities of the shapings and the forms is so precise.
Yeah. And I will say the cabochons that I've used at either side are actually two different sizes, but because of the beading around them, it kind of creates they do almost look symmetrical.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, but they are actually two different sizes, so you can just consider that. If you get your pack and you think, oh, that's not going to work, so I've got no identical ones, just work your beading around it, and you can make a cab look smaller by the beads you put around it. Okay. And by using the white on the inside, that's kind of created a new size for them.
Yes.
If I'd used a darker colour, they probably would have looked more mismatched.
Okay. So use your colours wisely.
Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to put that to one side. So when I've made all my little templates, like so, then I pop it onto some backing fabric, some our beading foundation, and glue on. Okay. So you know everything's secure before you start. Yeah. So make sure your glue's dry, obviously. Yeah. Okay. So then you're going to bead around the cab, and I know Natalie did go through this last night, but I'm just going to really quickly go through that, and then we'll show you how to do the weavy beads. Yeah. Okay. So I'm using Fireline, and I've just popped a really simple knot just in the end, and just use a comfortable length. No need to use big long lengths, because you can add as much as you want. It's not going to matter, because all your workings are actually on the back, and you're going to cover them up with your ultra suede. Okay. Okay. So choose a point at the side of the cabochon, and what you need to do is come right at the very, very side of your cabochon. Come up through the back and pull your thread through. Okay, so I'm going to start with the size 8s. I'm going to add, I tend to add about 6 at a time, so that's 6 of my size 8s. And then the trick is, don't just sew through, let them drop down, and then use your needle just to push them right up, so they're right up to the beginning of your thread, so you know everything's laying as neat as possible. And then pop your needle through right at the very end, and then you can pick it up and pull through. Okay, so they're laying really nice and neatly. Now we need to continue on. So what we need to do is come back about 3 beads and come up through in between your beads and your cabochon, pull through, and then go through those last 3 beads like so, and then you're ready to continue adding more beads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, let them drop down. Use your needle just to push them so that you know they're sitting as close up as you possibly can, and then drop your needle through, which is quite handy using a beading mat because you can just pop it straight through and pull through. I'm using a size 10 beading needle too, which will go through all your beads no problem whatsoever. Then again, come back up through, just find the edge of the cabochon, right as close as you possibly can between that gap between the cabochon and your size 8 beads, pull through, and then through those last 3 again, and then continue on. So another 6. Probably wouldn't go more than 6 because you're going to get sort of loose bits sort of around. You could go less if you wanted to, if you wanted it super neat, but I do have a little way of neating it up at the end anyway. So it's going through, pull through, come up. Just take your time just to make sure you can actually feel your needle sort of against that cabochon, and that'll keep everything, all your stitches where you need them to be. And don't worry about any stitches on the back. Like I said, we're going to cover those up. So adding another 6, let those drop down, give it a push up, through, and back up through.
And you really are trying to get it as close as possible, aren't you?
Yeah, you could see I was like probably a few mil out, but it's better to try and get it as close as possible. And that's just taking that time is what will give you the neat look.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a neat freak.
I know, but with a piece like you've created, there's almost that need, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's keeping it nice and symmetrical as well. So even though it seems like a waste of thread, often I just took my thread straight across to the other side behind, because I wanted to make sure I was working symmetrically. So doing one side, maybe doing 2 or 3 rows, and then moving to the other side, especially going around that main cabochon in the middle there, just adding, I think it was about 6 or 7 beads at a time, just that sort of orange bit that came around. I was actually going across backwards and forwards all the time, just so that I knew it was keeping it symmetrical, because I have tried to do pieces before and not done that, and then you come to do the other side and you think, that's not matching.
Right,
so
because you wanted that linear quality.
Yeah, it's worth just wasting just that little bit of thread just across the back to get a really good finish.
Okay. And that's just on pieces where you want to have that
yeah, if you're working on something that doesn't have to have symmetry, then don't worry about it too much. But if you're working on something that is symmetrical, just take your time. Now coming around that little point at the bottom there, I'm just holding my thread and just pulling it around, and then coming in where I know that's going to need to be. Now when I pull that, it's probably not going to sit very nicely, but if I come through right next to that cabochon and make sure I go up in between the cabochon and the beads, I can set that back into the correct place. So this thread will pull it down and make it behave itself. Like so, just push that down, and then when I pull it, it's not going to jump up over the tip. So I'm just going to work my way just round to the finish, just so show you what to do just to finish that off and straighten everything out. Let's see how many fit in there. I think we'll just add one more there, which is probably 7, but rather than doing an extra stitch. Now we're not going to go through those next beads, we're going to come through just as we had been doing before. And then we're going to come up through exactly as we did before.
Yeah.
And then through those extra, we'll go through the 4 beads. And then all you're going to do is continue going all the way around. And what this will do is it'll pull everything into place, make everything lay nice and straight, and extra, it's just more even extra security.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just working all the way around.
It's literally just locking each one of those beads into.
You can kind of feel it, everything just feels more secure, because there is some beads that, you know, don't have a stitch right next to it, but it's kind of smoothing everything out. And if you're using something like a size 11, they tend to want to lay a little bit wavy and a bit wobbly. And if you find you get all the way around and they're still doing that, just go around again and it'll sort it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem at all. Okay, so I've come all the way around. Now what I'm going to do is come back down in between, exactly as we had been doing before. Now to add the next row, all you do is exactly the same again, but you're going to work through that row. I'm not going to do that because it's just the exact same thing, but you'd continue coming up in between the cabochon and your seed beads, add another row, always between the cabochon and the seed beads that you're just adding.
So would you, if you're smaller size, do you still stick with 6?
Yeah, I'll just pop a few on just so you can see. So I'd come back up through exactly as I had been doing.
Yeah.
We won't go all the way around. I'll use these white ones so you can see it. So 6.
So even though
beads.
they're smaller, you'd still stick with 6?
You can add more, but it's just for security and just quality's sake. So again, just letting them sit on top of those other seed beads, pushing it back, and then coming through and doing exactly the same.
Okay.
So coming back up in between and making sure my needle comes at this side.
Yeah.
So in between the cabochon and the seed beads that you're just adding, and then take it through those last 3 beads. Like so, and that'll pull them. See, it had a little bounce in it before, so just pulling those through has just straightened everything out.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
Yeah, just to let you know that we have just a handful of these kits left, so if you do want to guarantee that you don't miss out, you will need to check out. Got a lot of people who have left into their baskets and haven't guaranteed that they're in ownership of it. So just to give you a heads up, I've got a number of Worcestershire, Hertfordshire, I've got Kent, I've got Sussex. Everybody who's put into their basket but hasn't checked out, I'm really sorry you don't own it until you do. And obviously we've had a lot of reaction on that deal, so it is first come, first served. £21.95. That's for your seed bead bundle, and then £27.95 for the turquoise and the carnelian and the ultra suede. So if you'd like both of those, then of course you can add it to your order, but if you've just put one into your basket, then you do need to check out to guarantee you don't miss out.
Okay, so we're going to move on to these gorgeous wavy beads, groovy beads.
Yeah.
Why did I just call them wavy?
Don't know, but we'll go with groovy.
I like it. Right, so what you need to do is look at your bead before you start working with it. So I can see that where the holes are here and here, a bit like a full-size tiller bead.
Yep.
Yeah. So I know where I need my needle to go. Okay. So I can just drop that down and pop my needle through. So, and like I said before, I've just come straight across the back there. That's my thread. So no need to sort of work your needle across. Just come straight across. It's not a problem at all. Add one of your beads. Let it drop down again. Everything is about letting it drop down and then positioning it so you know exactly where your needle needs to go through.
Yeah.
Okay, so dropping my needle through. This is really just basic stitching on. Okay, so you can see there it's flipped over to the other side. So all I need to do is flip it over back here and then back up through to a position where I can pop my needle through. Okay, so that one's fixed there. So that's just adding them really basically just one at a time.
Yeah.
Now what you can do is when I came up this side, I actually added 3 at a time. Okay. Now it sounds like they're going to be really loose, but because we're adding beads on top of them, that's going to fix them
Lock them into place.
Yeah. And it's a little bit time saving, but they will be super secure by the time you've done. So I've got 3 on my needle there. Again, let them drop down. Make sure they're sitting where you want them to sit. Now if you find that you're too close to your cabochon, that you've popped through at the wrong place, all you do is you don't have to start unthreading your needle and things. Just let them slide off your needle, pop your needle back through, and then come back up through. It doesn't matter that there's an extra stitch on top.
Yeah.
Okay. So just popping that down, so they're going to run nicely up the side there and come through and do exactly what we did with 3 that we did with the 1. So coming back up where we know that that hole is to come through, and then through all 3 back again, and then through. Okay, so they're sat there. Now there is a gap under there, so they do move around a bit, but we're going to sort that out now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this groove. So this is actually the first time I've ever used these beads. So I thought, well, there's a groove there. Even though they're really pretty with this red colouring on, I thought, well, we may as well use it, hadn't we? So what you need to do is bring your needle up through at the centre point, as close to the bead as possible. So at the centre point there. And then I think I used a white, a maroon, which is more like an orangey red.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another white. Let them drop down. Now what you'll find is that when you let them drop down, one of them will try and drop to the end of the bead. Don't worry about that. Just lift it up with your needle and then come down straight in between those beads. So we're locking that first bead, that first groovy bead in place, and just encourage them beads just to sit on top. Okay. Then we're going to come up through this next gap in this direction. So through the next one, we're going to do the same but in the opposite direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of the size 11 seed beads, whichever pattern you want it to be in, and then come back through in between at the other end, like so. So that one's laid there, and then come back through at the very, in fact we'll come up through in between again in the same spots. And so you can go in any order as long as you're adding some to each, 4 beads to each of the groovy beads. And through. Yeah, and there's just one little thing that I'll show you in a couple of seconds. Okay, so all we're going to do now is come through these 4 beads. This is going to link them all together because they're all nicely secure on there now. Add one of the orange or maroon, come through. So
this is what you mean by locking,
yeah,
locking everything
locked
in
together. So it feels a bit silly sort of putting 3 on, thinking that's going to be far too loose. But with all the extra stitches that we put on, just adding that extra bead in between makes it more continuous looking. Okay. And again, if that line's a little bit wavy, just pop your needle through, come back up, and go through, and it'll straighten it all out.
Just keep on. It's that same
about,
principle.
Yeah, extra. If anything doesn't sit right, you know it's in the right position, but it's not quite sat right. Just run the thread straight back through it, and that's going to create more straight lines and make it sit nicely for you.
Love it, I love it, I love it. That kit is still available, £21.95. Loads of lovely messages coming through for your designs and everything. So congratulations. I know, definitely quite an inspiring piece of jewellery, isn't it? Talking about inspiring, talking about exciting, talking about probably the biggest deal that we're doing so far today. How do you fancy black pearls for under £10? They've been up for pre-order, and I can tell you now, the quantity we had is not the quantity that we've got left. This is going to be another one of those big deal offers, giving you that real sense of how big the birthday's been. We're celebrating the birthday by bringing you the very best. That includes £10 mega deal. I don't think that this could be classified as an average deal at all, whatsoever in the slightest. This really is quite outlandish. Under £10. I mean, under £10 for pearls, that's silly, but under £10 for black pearls with a peacock quality.
Yes, and the size of them.
It's ridiculous. This is going to be one of our big treats of the evening. We've already had this up for pre-order, so if you have already got involved, congratulations. We're guaranteeing under £10. We're saying it and we're doing it, and this is your chance. If you haven't already confirmed, if you're waiting because you're seeing is believing for you, well, I tell you what, when you see that price tag, you're going to have to whip up a storm on those phone lines. There you have it, under £10 for this deluxe combination, black freshwater cultured pearls. The lovely thing about the quality about this is that the goodness me, queues on the phone lines. Yeah, you're gonna have to be a bit sharpish on there. Congratulations, Patricia, Hertrude, adding to your order. I've got Jennifer, Sue, congratulations to you. Lisa and Helen joining me in West Yorkshire. I've got buyers in Worcestershire, Surrey, congratulations to you. I've got buyers in Bristol, County Durham, Buckinghamshire, North Yorkshire, Aberdeenshire. It is a case of first come, first served. If you think about it, £10 can be spent so easily these days on things that you don't even remember what you bought. A magazine, a couple of pints of milk, you know, this and that just calls out your purse.
I can't go into my local store without spending 20 quid. You know, and you come out and you think,
did exactly that today. Literally exactly that. I went in for some paper cups and paper plates. My little daughter is she was 3 on Wednesday, so we're doing a little tea party tomorrow. She's 3. She was 3 on Wednesday. Where's that gone? Wow. So we're doing a little tea party. I thought, oh my goodness me, you know, when you wake up in the middle of the night and you go, oh, paper cups. How am I going to do that? And now my last thing with paper cups, we all know, £29 for postage and packing on my paper cups. £29 I paid for postage and packaging for 10 paper cups. So we all know that it was just an accident. I didn't do it on purpose. They go, why did you do that? It was just by accident. I didn't check the postage and packaging. I was just caught out. I know, but that's the thing. It only came for somewhere like Sussex. But they charged me £29 for that journey. Anyway, so you all know. So I needed to go and get some paper cups and paper plates. I went to the local shop this time. And yes, so I spent, I think it was about £23 something, and I'd literally gone for paper cups and paper plates, and then I walked out with strawberries and milk and then cheese, and that's it. You see, you can spend money without thinking.
By the end of the day.
Yes. But for us,
nowhere,
£10, this is a forever look. Yeah. This is the kind of jewellery that you're going to indulge. And I love the fact that you've got that ridging. Yeah. I like the fact that you know that they are the real deal. These are genuine gemstones, the real deal, and all yours for the taking. Let me pop it against the neckline just to see, even from a distance, the kind of impact that you can get for the neckline. I mean, we don't need a close-up, because I think actually the impact is... Oh, we can. Let's make Ben run and let's show you on the neckline. I think you know that these are genuine gemstones, and that's the nice thing about them is that, you know, sometimes when you get those ultra smooth pearls that are perfectly round, well, you know what, they could look like they were simulated.
Yeah,
you could almost...
and they have their place, but for me, I like to see a pearl being a pearl.
Yeah, because people will look and go, oh, they're nice natural pearls, genuine pearls, freshwater pearl, you know, because there is that natural quality about them in terms of the shaping and the form of them. These are freshwater pearls that we're bringing here for £9.95. That's under £10 that we're bringing that mega deal to you. Congratulations, you got that. Still queues on the line. Diane Healy, Patricia, congratulations. Multi-buys in Essex. Kate Ness, multi-purchase. Buckinghamshire, that's Patricia, multi-purchased. Mary in Worcestershire's multi-purchase. Belinda in Buckinghamshire, also multi-purchased there. Lots of people making the most of that deal. Huge congratulations if you got that. Fantastic deal. Now then, we have got for you an incredible arrangement of wire. So we're going to do back-to-back deals with a break in the middle, I presume. So are you going to try and fly through these? Ooh, right. First up, we're going to have a minute to win it, literally, on this deal. The moment I pick up this wire, we're going to go straight for the deal. First up, which one are we going to do first? Take a look at this. You have here your silver-plated, tarnish-resistant, 10-foot length artistic wire. Now the reality is that this is a feature gauge, isn't it? I mean, we are talking here about, you know, bordering on your 1.5 mil. Really, that's it. That's kind of a distinguished, it's 1.3 mil actually, isn't it? So you've got there that real, almost torque style, isn't it?
Structural wire. You could easily make just a really simple torque out of that. But again, it's got so much malleability that you're able to actually twist them together and make a real impact design with those.
And I think the nice thing is that because with it being the artistic wire, you've got that malleability for wire writing and things like that, haven't you?
Wire writing, yeah.
Oh, I've just looked at the price tag. Just totally just looked up and saw that. I went, what? $9.95 is what I pay. Another birthday treat. We're capturing the essence of what has been a huge week of birthday celebrations from ourselves to you. And now we embrace that by giving you the best of the birthday on this almighty evening showcase when we're giving you glorious wire like this. As you can see here, it's your 16 gauge, which is your 1.3 mil, silver plated, and it's tarnish resistant, which is something very important that you have there. And it's your 10 foot, which is what 3 meters plus that you get within that one offer. $9.95 is all you pay, and we've got so much more to fit in. Look at this. More wire to come, and that's rose gold finish as well. That is beautiful. Oh, and it's flat. Okay, that's coming up straight after the break.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Buying from Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When we bring an item to you, all the graphics come on screen, and this gives you all the information that you will need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, the one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Did you know, no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging. Select our standard delivery for just £2.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for £4.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
was so close. Oh, that was so close. So Kerry, right, I went I literally went to move that little thing there, and it literally nearly knocked every seed bead. And I mean,
wouldn't have been cleaning that.
yeah, I would have. You'd have left that for me, wouldn't you? Yeah. Thanks for that. Thanks, teamwork. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Right. It's because I got all excited because I thought, oh, it's today's must-have. Now, this is probably one of the most restricted stock today must-haves that I think I've ever done. I don't normally sit with under 20 as a today's must-have, because today's must-have, we like to have a decent opportunity for you to guarantee your success. We don't have the quantity because this is such a popular piece from our birthday celebration. But I think it's fair to say that the quantity that we have is worthy of a today's must-have credit. That's why we're offering you these. Now, earlier on this afternoon, we offered you those beautiful gold-plated sterling silver earrings, the extended drop earrings in the arc. And we were talking about all you need. All you need is what we said. This is all you need. Genuinely, these are almighty. They genuinely are exceptional. And if you've seen what our black diamonds have been, well, I tell you what, this takes you to another stratosphere of opportunity. Now, these are genuine black diamonds. These are the real deal. I don't know whether we can pull this up on the information. Well, we'll certainly do our best. If you can pull that up on the information, because these are genuine black diamonds. I'll see if my specification comes up for me in a second. Come on, little spec. It's coming. It's coming. No, it's not coming up. So, I will see if I can get it. Ah, here we are. There you go. That's what I wanted to show you. I don't know whether you probably don't even need to get close up, because if I hold it like that, see what it says? Treatment, not enhanced.
Wow.
That means what I'm about to show you is Mother Nature's colour of diamond. This is not treated, this is not diffused, this is not fashioned to be in this colour. This is nature's colour. This is one of the most distinguished opportunities that we can offer you. Coloured diamonds are so much rarer than any other diamond type. White diamonds, yep, of course we all love them, but actually 100,000 carats a mined of white diamonds, when a mere 1 carat of black diamond will be found. So you have to find 100,000 carats of white diamond to find 1 coloured diamond. That's mega, isn't it? I mean, that is a huge. If you put that into any kind of perspective, that's a huge ratio of rarity, and that's for 1. Now, what extraordinary deal this is that you're not getting 1, you're actually getting 6 luxury black diamonds. That's 6 noteworthy black diamonds. You're looking at, what, 1/3 of a carat per stone? I mean, these days, your average solitaire for an engagement ring sits around about 1/2 carat max. That's your kind of average carat weight for a solitaire. That gives you some reference of what we're giving here. That gives you some kind of opportunity. Truly magnificent. Now, this is a birthday deal opportunity, and I'm sure you'll acknowledge the fact that we don't need to play with the price. All we need to do is give you that birthday treat. We're really celebrating what has been a huge week for us here at JM. We've really shown you what our celebrations can be. We kind of make a reputation for our birthday celebrations. We really like to rejoice in what's been a fantastic year, and I think this week has really been that. But tonight, well, this is the best of the weekend. This is the best of the birthday celebrations, and this is one of those extra special best of deals where we can bring you the luxury of 2 carats of faceted drops of black diamond. Size-wise, look at them. 2x1 to 5x3. Huge opportunity. And the price you should be paying... I thought that was going to be the sale price. I thought 12995. I honestly thought, Ros, that was where we were holding. I genuinely thought that that's what, now from everything that I've invested in the last 6 or 7 years on studying for the beauty of coloured diamonds, and I've become a specialist in coloured diamonds over the last 5 or 6 years, I have not anywhere near an idea of where we're about to go, because I truly thought that 12995 was going to be the sale price. It's not. We're going to go low. Don't forget, this is totally natural black diamond combination. 6 black diamonds, 12995. Oh, I didn't even dare to suggest that this was going to go to double figures, but it has. We've managed to do it. We've achieved double figures. Now we've got less than 20 in stock. That's everything that we've got. Oh my goodness, look at how well it's been faceted. So you really, look at that. That is just exceptional. I mean, it's almost got a metallic edge because it's such a high-grade luster. And that really is just what makes black diamond iconic for many jewellery lovers. Love the fact that you've got little spacers that show you how it could be a ring, how you could actually set this alongside a piece on the hand. Right, all I've got is a stock list that is going to be here for the moment at this price tag. 6 black diamonds sitting in this luxury strand for just £99.95. It's yours for the taking, a real treat, and congratulations has to go out. Don't forget that if you want a certificate of authenticity, well, this is a perfect way for us to introduce this. Now we're in single quantity figures now. Ooh, that's it. Single quantity figures left. That's it. This is your countdown now. I've got less than 10 available for £99.95. And now you're looking at this, Katie. The reality is I've just realised this is a suite of black diamonds.
It is. It's maybe even 2 suites.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah,
look at you making your jewellery go even
diamonds,
further.
You don't have to use more than one piece in a pendant.
No.
Just one single drop would just be enough. It's a black diamond.
And the interesting thing is this is the largest faceted drop I've ever seen us do for black diamond. We've never done this calibre of size.
Retiring, are they?
No, and this really is distinguished opportunity. Maybe a pair of drop earrings, maybe a pendant. Perhaps you're going to see it on the hand.
3 pairs of drop earrings.
Good point.
Yeah.
How much are you going to charge for a pair of black diamond drop earrings? And if you think about it, you've got 3 pairs of those sterling silver shepherd hooks that we did earlier on, you know, those stylised hooks for the ear.
Even with just 1 pair, I think you'd get your money back.
I think you might be right, you know.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, if you just bought those and the earring findings,
And that's your centrepiece for your jewellery collection. And then for yourself, you keep one for yourself and then you sell 2 pairs. Perfect. Absolutely magnificent. Single quantity figures left on this deal. Once it's on, it's gone. It was one of our smallest quantities we've ever done for today's must-have, but I think you'll understand why we managed to achieve this deal and why we wanted it to be a today's must-have. It's because of that price tag, $99.95. Now, obviously, if you put into your basket, only yours when you check out your basket. Sorry, can't confirm your ownership until you check out. And if you're joining us on the phone lines, well, that is a free phone number that you're dialing. Our fantastic call centre just down the road from our studios will answer your call and give you everything they can in terms of their wonderful customer service and efficiencies. $99.95 is already paid. And I think in some ways, you know, when you've got sterling silver just sat beside us in this wire, you kind of feel just drawn to go black diamonds and sterling silver. Oh, that's paradise. So get your black diamonds and then get your sterling silver wire, and then you know that you're in heaven, especially with this. Shall we do that? Now, I've got flat wire. And I know the other morning it absolutely shot out. We didn't have enough to go around. Obviously, the birthday's been huge, and so pretty much everything's been flying out. But this was one of those where we genuinely just nothing touched the sides. So what we have, shall we do the flat wire first? Let's do the rose gold finish of this flat wire, and I'll just, if I profile it, you see what I mean by flat wire. Take a look. You can see here, so standard wire, rounded, almost tubular. Here, totally flat and therefore a wider surface area. So you have here, again, this is your artistic wire. This is perfect for your rings and bracelets. I mean, if you think about it, flat wire sits flat to the finger, flat wire sits flat to the wrist. You can almost imagine those, you know, your, oh, what's the bracelets called?
Bracelets,
yes, that's it.
Oh, I can't think of it.
They're like cuff star bracelets, aren't they?
Yeah, you could easily make something like that. Just cross over the wire and turn it, and then just make a little band around each side so you can actually slip through.
Easy. And just like that, you've got yourself a luxury item, a luxury piece of jewellery. This is your 21 gauge. It's your flat 3mm by 0.75mm. You have your rose gold finish on this one, and it's 3 foot. So you're looking at, what, just shy of a metre for £3.95. Okay, that's £3. So how many are you going to buy? Because I don't think you're going to buy one at that price tag.
No, absolutely.
Especially when you know the freedom that this shape of wire can offer.
Yeah.
And we don't have a lot of flat wire that comes in.
No, it doesn't come in very often. I mean, just taking maybe sort of 8 centimetres of it, wrap it around your ring mandrel, put a curl at each side, and then just pop a gemstone in the middle of that and wrap straight onto them turns at either side. I mean, how many rings are you going to make out of that?
Well, if you think about the potential of what we've been talking about with, you know, make one for yourself and then potentially, you know, sell on. I mean, this is freedom to do that and then some. For £3.95, I think it's more a case of how many are you going to buy, not if you're going to buy, but how many of these opportunities do you want to make the most of, especially with the rose gold finish. That colouring is just such an elegant finish, especially against the skin, you know, when you see that, it really does work, doesn't it? It really does have that high luxury finish.
Yeah. You're going to use that a lot. I mean, if I was to buy one of those today, I know that I would regret it. I'd probably want to buy maybe 3, 4, make sure I've got enough, especially if you are selling and you've got a stall, because that's the sort of thing, because it's got that rose gold high-end finish to it, it's going to sell, so you're probably going to want to make multiples of things.
I think that's one of the things that you know, that this type of look, it's so much a very strong look of the moment that you can almost imagine this being the one that draws everybody to your stall. You make 3 or 4 of them, 5 or 6, and just have them different sizes, different looks, but actually just have them there to bead people, because this is this kind of aesthetic. The wide flat finish, the lovely finish of the colouring, it's going to be one of those draws. And you know, for this price tag, you can use this as your enticement. You know, each bangle £5, or you know, that kind of look. Jane says, Katie, how do you finish a bracelet with the flat wire, please?
All I would do is using your baling pliers, your smallest loop on them. See if I can find a pair.
I'll give you that.
So I won't cut it, but I would make sure it's just very slightly off, is that, but just make sure it's really nicely straight, and just pop it in right to the end so you can't feel anything. Oh, it's nice and strong as well.
Yeah,
so
it is. That's the gauge of it, isn't it? Yeah.
And just literally pop a little curl in there, pull that out, and then just make sure it's gone right down, right to the edge, like so. And that would be
nice.
That's all I would do. Then if you wanted to,
Hang on.
if you wanted to, you could maybe pop a jump ring in that, and maybe a little S hook if you wanted that extra security of like a little safety chain sort of thing. Yeah, but you could hammer that and work hard on it.
And actually, the
texture on it,
the quality on that, you could hammer it, and you could probably even add more.
I mean, if you've got some of our very small stamps, you could personalise it. You could put date of birth on it, coordinates, that sort of thing. That's a really big seller of jewellery, wanted coordinate jewellery.
Brilliant. How about that for £3.95? Can I just let you know that there are more multi-buys than there are single buys by a vast majority. 2s, 2s, 3s, 2s, 2s, 3s, 3s and 2s. I mean, that's Catherine's got 2, Leslie's got 2, Elizabeth's got 1, just 1 for Elizabeth. I've got Kathleen, who's just bought 3 in South Yorkshire. Collector in Devon's got 2. I've got Rosalind, who's bought 2. Congratulations to you. I've got Anne in Wiltshire buying 4 on that deal, so plenty to go around, but first come first, obviously, on that deal. So if you see it and you want it, I'd certainly suggest that you go for it this evening. Right, where should we go to next? Shall we go to the... Okay, let's go here. Let's go to this next. See, look at the high sheen on that. When you see it in a block like this, it almost makes me want to do a beautiful wrap bracelet that goes on and on and on and on. Just because I can imagine if my wrist was... Oh, I was going to say I can. That's how scrawny I am. But I love that.
That looks amazing, doesn't it?
That looks really funky. And you know what you could do?
You get the
flat wire.
Band it.
Yes.
Around, maybe about 3 sections, just pop a band around it and really crimp it in.
Yeah.
It's really tight. Yeah.
So you made it, instead of it being quite tight and I'd make it a little bit flatter, so it was a bit more smooth, and I'd make it so it's a little bit wider as a cuff. But that would look awesome. Can I have that, please? Oh. You actually could do that as well, because I was about to say, the only thing is that obviously that's a lot of wire and that's going to cost a lot, but it's not. So you could do the whole of this look if you wanted to add in the rose gold wire just as a flat, against the flat gauge. You see that like so. In fact, let me take it off again and show you. That's when I can't take it off. But if you could see there, like Katie was suggesting, use the rose gold finish against this one to almost just wrap it on.
Nose pliers or your chain nose pliers to get really nice angles on it, so it gives a really nice
Oh,
finish.
I like that. Please can we have that? I really like that idea. £3.95 for the silver finish wire. If you want the rose gold, I don't know whether we've got any left of that flat wire, a handful left. So if you do want to get that to match, I think that would look cracking as a little addition to that colouring. That would look storming.
Brilliant. What I would do is, if you were actually going to do that, I'd leave these tie wraps on, or pop some extra wire in, make it a bit wider. Pop some wire before you let it sort of, because as soon as you take it, yeah, and then I would pop all these little bands on before you take that extra wire off. Yeah, so it just holds it all in place for you. And then the end wire, you have to find the end, because it'll have 2 ends to it. Yeah, just pop a little bit of curl and just tuck it around the back of your little banded pieces.
Banded, yes.
And it'll just finish it off.
Look at that. That would look lovely.
Make it wider at one side, and
you could almost pull it, couldn't you, so that you made one area wider like that, and then taper the other side. Yeah. Oh, I need to see some jewellery like that. That's my
I've got a few reels like that. I might have to replay.
Yeah. We've not done anything like that, have we? Just just letting the wire just be, I guess in some ways, just as a nice solid bangle. I like that. I like that. Look, if I'm just going to open it up, I'm going to keep playing with this because I really like the idea of that combination. Look, so you could have it like that.
Or you could even widen it out so you've got a nice gap in the middle, and then channel set some gemstones in the middle of it.
Oh, yes. Yeah. You could do a whole range.
Yeah.
Right, so you could start with...
the ring version.
Yeah, you could do with just a thin one. Yeah. Then you could go with the wide cuff. Then you could do a channel set with gemstone one. You could do then a matching ring. You could probably do that... You could do one as a circular pendant. Yes. We've got a whole collection there, Katie.
We need to work on that.
Whole collection there. It could be called the Vicky and Katie.
Yeah.
The VK. Yeah. The VK designs. Right then, this next one. This is your binding wire, really. It's got that lovely softness about it. I always think with this kind of wire, it's incredibly tactile. First of all, you're ready to make jewellery as soon as you feel this wire.
Yeah, it does have a beautiful feel to it.
And I'm not a wire worker at all, right? I'm not a wire worker at all, but this makes me wire work. This makes me want to just get started. It's, you know what it is? It's somewhere between almost thread-like and yet you're working with wire.
Yes.
It's that balance, and I can't quite...
Yeah, it's got that feel. If anybody's ever used our pearl wire, which feels very different to wrap
satin-like finish.
Yeah, it's got that feel, so it's beautiful to wrap with.
And it's exceptionally smooth in terms of when you're working with it. It's just going to add that the high-end finish, really. So this is your 4 meters of your 930 silver round wire in your dead soft, and that literally is what it is. It is soft, it is malleable, it is almost thread-like at times, but it's not thread. It's most certainly wire that is working into metal-like form, but with a real flexibility and sophistication to work into loads of different designs. £18.95 is all you pay. Now, obviously, this is professional qualities of wire. This really takes you to the world leading qualities of wire work. So if you are looking for that high elevation to your jewelry designs, maybe you've tinkered with, you know, one type of wire, but you're ready to really take yourself to another level, this is taking you to that level. And I have to say, there's nothing, absolutely nothing to compare to the feel of working with this. I think the texture, in terms of the texture, there is that pearl feel about it.
It's got that beautiful feel to it, and it is like wrapping with a silk thread. When you're doing your wire wrapping, it's just like, and it just works. It's not the kind of wire that kinks up and you have to kind of unravel it and things like that, but yeah, it just works. It's like wrapping literally with a thread.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it's glorious. I can imagine almost using that alongside, you know, shiboris and your satins and silks, because there's that fluidity of it.
Any wire work into it.
Yes, if you wanted to work that, you would. I think this is where I'd go for that. £18.95 is all you pay. Congratulations if you got that. Right then, we're going straight on, and I've got boxes galore. So let's see if I can find. Okay, let's see if I can find. Oh, they're hiding just behind my stand. Here we go. Now then, shepherd hooks. Well, with those black diamonds, we've already established the fact that we reckon that you could get something special from a pair of earrings with black diamonds. What about these? For just adding the simplicity. And I mean, it really is just simplicity, isn't it? When you've got a classic gold-plated sterling silver shepherd hook, you've got a pack of 10, so that's a pack of 10 for £6.95. So essentially, you've got a pair of earrings working out just over, what, £1.30, £1.40, something like that. Yours for the taking, £6.95 for all of these luxury finish. And I think the nicest thing about these is that you can make your own shepherd hooks. You absolutely can. There's no point in pretending. But the reality is to get the exacting finish to each one, and on top of that, to do it with silver with a gold plating. That's the difference, isn't it?
Yes, it's all done for you. It's all perfectly proportioned. They're all identical. You're not going to have to fish through thinking, does this one match this one? It's all done for you, and you've got that beautiful sterling silver, and then your gold on top. You know, to make them yourself, why would you at that price?
No, exactly.
To be quite honest.
And I think when you've got that quality guarantee with sterling silver, which we know is hypoallergenic, which is very important, especially, you know, if you're giving the gift of jewellery to somebody or if you're selling your jewellery, hypoallergenic makes a real difference, doesn't it?
And they're all stamped.
Oh, so they are.
Yeah.
Good spot. Look. So if you are selling your jewellery and you want to go, oh, it's 925 sterling silver, you've got the little, can you see that there? That stamp there? That says 925. 925 gives you the guarantee that these are sterling silver. And if you are selling, gifting, 925 means it is a precious component with hypoallergenic qualities. And that, for a lot of us, including myself, and I know for a lot of us who give the gift of our jewellery, that really does make a difference. It's a high elevation, and to have the stamp that proves it for what, £1.30, £1.40 for each pair of earrings, it really will make the difference. And you certainly don't get that from your everyday, your shepherd hooks. You don't get that stamp, you don't get that from anything other than it's guaranteed 925 sterling silver. And that's £6.95 for a pack of 10. That's 10 pieces, that's 5 pairs in total that you're getting for £6.95. Congratulations if you've got that. And of course, because you've got that open loop, it means that you can then add whatever detail you want, whether you want to add the likes of perhaps a gemstone drop, charm chops, maybe both, where you can choose that, maybe a beautiful diamond like we just brought you with the black diamond, a single drop. The choice is yours, but you certainly have got design opportunities there, haven't you? Congratulations. £6.95 is already paid. Right then, onwards we go. Goodness me, there's so many boxes. Let's go. I'm hunting. I do beg your pardon. We're going to. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Take a look. Wow. When you said go to the Chrysoprase, I was looking for a light green. I wasn't looking for this, goodness me, bright, bold, crisp. Have you ever seen Chrysoprase? Or that's this kind of vivacity of colour? I mean, if I just show you what Chrysoprase normally looks like, just so you, just because, of course, not Chrysoprase. If I show what Chrysoprase normally looks like, then you'll understand that this is not your average colour. Image, see if I can pull it up. There you go. So that's probably what I'd say is the normal colour, just from a distance. Can you see it there? So it's a lighter, more minty green. So it's a much more softer, dusky tone. It's a beautiful shade. That shade's beautiful. But this, well, this is just 20-fold the max of colour, isn't it? It's bright greens. And then you've got some of the fresher, more lighter tones. But this is a great quality of combination. And because it's then got that coating on top, look at what it does. It just creates an almost mystical quality to the surface. Look at that.
Mermaidial, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it? $14.95 is all you pay. This is your coated Chrysoprase, graduated faceted rondelles, 4x2 to 8x5. I wish I had more. I'm so sorry if you miss out on this deal. I've got it's a last to stock quantity, very well received over the birthday celebrations, and now obviously we're down to limited stock quantity. First come first serve for everything this evening. Of course, prices are birthday prices. We're honouring what was a tremendous week of great deals that we did to celebrate our birthday. This is the roundup. This is the best of the birthday this evening and tomorrow night. Oh, we've got some big deals tomorrow night. If you need any chains, I've got a huge hour to guarantee that if you want a chain that I've got a chain reaction going on. Thank you very much. I mean, you might be singing, chain, chain, chains, chains of fool. No. All right, I lost you on that one. But yes, I've got loads of chains. So if you are looking for chains tomorrow night, join me tomorrow evening, and I'll bring them to you between 6 and 10 o'clock tomorrow night. And actually, the nice thing is take a single chain, add one of those, because the colour is so vibrant. You could just use one as a single pendant. It's going to work, isn't it?
Absolutely. You could just maybe actually do the horrible thing of cut your chain.
Yes.
Yeah. Make sure you've got a link at each side, and just use some of your Argentium wire. Just make a little wrap loop at each side and pop that in the middle. Yeah. Beautiful.
Lush. That'll do me. That'll do me. Now then, we have got. Have we now? Oh, it's there. I can see it. It was hiding alongside the kunzite. Now this is Prince of Wales, isn't it? Prince of Wales, interesting. The Prince of Wales chain is one of the most complex in the loop-on-loop chains. So your loop-on-loops is your belcher, your cable, your curb, your trace. So it's single links on links. Some links are flat, some links are rounded, some links are oval, sometimes there's a different variant, but they're link-on-link, loop-on-loop. This is a loop-on-loop, but with complexity, and it's one of the most durable because you don't have a single link matching the single link. But if we get real close, can you see for every single link, every single loop that you have here, you then have 2 or 3 links that sit within it, that then sit within it, that then sit within it, and it then folds. Can you see it there? So this is one, it's still a loop on loop, so you still have those links that link in together, but instead of being singular links, it's multiple links. And what does that create? It creates a crash of light against almost the best way to describe it is a wave effect. You know, like the rolling waves, and they just keep on coming and coming and coming. That's the light that just keeps on moving and moving and moving, because the links, and each one of those links is going to keep on catching and keep on catching the light. The Prince of Wales is one of the most popular because it's exceptionally durable, but it's also really rather beautiful. And especially when you have that 24-inch drop. Nice solid bouldering clasp. I'll quickly show you, make sure I hold this the right way around so you can see the stamp of approval. It says 925 there. Hopefully you can see that. Can you see the little stamp there that says 925 just here, guaranteeing you that this is the real deal? And then let me pop it on and show you the length. This is a 24-inch drop that you're looking at here. So I want to show you that because it sits beautifully. For me, I like the 24-inch because I often don't wear it with a pendant. I just wear it like that. I just wear it as a simple classic neckline look. Really pretty, isn't it? Really pretty. And because it isn't just your traditional link on link, like something like a cable chain or something like a curb chain, you wouldn't wear really without a pendant. Whereas with something like a Prince of Wales, there's enough detail and it's strong enough and it's dynamic enough for it to actually look great with a pendant and without a pendant. And sometimes, I don't know about you, but I often find when we're designing our pendants, they can often be a little bit heavier, and we need a chain that can hold the weight, don't we?
This is the chain that I buy to sell my pendants on.
Is it?
Because I know it's got the strength, it's got the beauty, it's not too fussy, but it's got that beauty and it's got the strength that we need.
And it's got the balance. You know, if you've got something that's heavy and you put it on a lighter chain, the balance is lost on the neckline. This is going to have that weightiness, it's going to have that balance. Are you joking? £8.95? £8.95 for 3.6 grams of silver. That's that genuinely is an exceptional deal, and I know very well what kind of pricing we should be at on this. And it's not £8, that is a birthday price. That's got to be a birthday. Yes, it is. Right, that'll be a sellout. That is a definite. That's not a repeatable price tag. I think we'd be out of business if we were trying to secure £8.95 as an average price point.
As well,
yeah, and that's the thing. It's a 3.6 grams, 24-inch sits. You know, we're sitting very comfortably with an extended drop. You know, if you're wearing a high shirt collar or something and you just want to have that drop over allocated, apparently. I don't want to take that off. I think it just looks really lovely like that. Just leave it on there just for now. Just for now. I will take it off, Kerry. I will take it off. Should we go for the rounds? Woo! Look at the graduation of colour.
Oh, that's so pretty, the way it's graduated.
The work's been done for you on this strand. Genuinely. It has the work's been done. The full 38 centimetres of this strand it's beautifully presented in the variant shades and tones. You've got the darker velvets, the brighter tones, you've got the lilacs, each in different sections. So really embracing the luxury of this genuine gemstone bicolour amethyst. I mean, come on. £6.95. If you're getting started into jewellery making and this is going to be your first acquisition, 6mm rounds, perfect to get started with. Nice size for perhaps doing a graduation of drop earrings on a nice simple shepherd hook. Perhaps nice, take those patches, maybe take that combination, that coordination, and make yourself a lovely bracelet. I mean, that would be really gorgeous on a stretchy bracelet. Maybe even a charm bracelet, something like that, where you add a little bit more detail. But you could do all of that and still be quids in at £6.95. The welcome pack, and I don't know where the welcome pack's gone, but hopefully we can grab hold of it. But the welcome pack will give you everything you need to get started. You get threads, you get findings, you get tools, you get everything you need, and you get it all for free if you're making your first purchase of over £4.95 with this. If you've never bought from us before and this is your first purchase, you spend over £4.95, you get the full welcome pack, which it really introduces you to everything for one purchase. And the thing is you've already made the choice that you want to get into jewellery making. All we do is make it really easy. We make it as easy. We embrace the fact that jewellery making is actually a very, very simple hobby when you've got the right tools. So we give you the tools. If you've got the right findings, we give you the findings. If you get the right instruction, we give you the instruction. We give you all free of charge in the welcome pack. It's a fully fledged welcome pack, and you can get that for £6.95 on the Amethyst. It's an add it to your order deal, if anything else. Huge opportunity. Free phone number is what you're dialing. You can join us on the web if you prefer at JewelleryMaker.com. Looks pretty special on the wrist, doesn't it? Absolutely fabulous look. And that really does show you what we're made of. That really does. It's one of those that makes you go, wow. Does this make you go, wow? It should. It's the Duchess collection, and it's right now. Okay, this is as limited as we're going to be ever to put to wear. I mean, in all honesty, this is a buy it while we've got it. You can't miss out on this. This is one of our biggest offers of pearls that we've ever done. Probably is the biggest, not one of the biggest, it's the biggest. I'm pretty sure to say that. This is in terms of availability, this is pure example of why you buy from us. This is an absolute reason to purchase, because if you know us, one of the things that we've always been, and you know, I've been at the company for pretty much day dot. I think I joined presenting about 3 months into the whole conception of the business. So I've been here for a while, but this for me, this totally embraces who we are in terms of our buying power. Because one of the things that we don't ever say is that we don't need to compete against the likes of your hobby and your crafting shops, because they actually purchase and retail in much smaller quantities. They'd offer you 3 or 4 pearls. They'd offer you, I don't think they do strands of pearls in those places. You know, the interesting thing about it is that I don't know many places that do what we do price-wise for a single strand of pearls, let alone 20 meters of pearls. Now this is 100% showing you who we are in terms of trade opportunity. This is 100% absolutely showcasing the bigger the quantity in terms of strands, the lower we can go for the price tag per deal. And this really is a masterstroke from our buying team. To deliver this level of opportunity is second to none. And what you have here is a full arrangement of pearls. I'm going to, before we open the phone lines, oh, too late. I was about to say we are exceptionally limited. So as soon as the graphics come on, buy it while we've got it. This is exceptionally limited, to the point where really we're on the cusp of, do we put it to where? Well, we do it because we almost want to showcase who we are. We want to highlight what we love about pearls. This is your chance. You've got a wonderful arrangement. I mean, the thing I want to highlight, for me, this is just my personal thing, is that we wax lyrical when we get a 30 centimetre strand of seed bead pearls, right? We are, now 30 centimetres was probably, it's probably about that length. Yeah, right. That's normal, and we all go absolutely crazy for that. Let me hide the rest. That's what we go crazy about. That strand there. We love our pearl seed beads. We love the fact that you can get that delicacy of luxury with a drill hole large enough to work with. Don't forget, we are Jewellery Maker. We say it in our title. We make and we offer Jewellery Maker goodies. And when you see this car, oh, wow. That's glorious. That's amazing. Now look at that. That's your 30 centimetres. Would you oblige, Katie? Keep going. Keep going. Now that's one strand. 2 strands of pearl seed beads. 3 strands of pearl seed beads. 4 strands. That's 4 meters of pearl seed beads. We go crazy for that, and we've got that 3, 6, 9, 12 times over, probably 13 times over actually if you put it all together. That's why this is such a tremendous deal, because that's just one size of these luxury seeds, but this is the size that we all adore. I mean, it's fair to say that, you know, we've got classics and we've got the traditions, but we've got the individuality from pearl seed beads of this size, isn't it?
Absolutely. The seed bead size of this bundle absolutely do it for me, because we don't see them, do we? And
not in a metre.
That amount. If you're doing bridal jewellery,
yes.
I mean, embellishing dresses, sashes. Oh, the options are just limitless.
And that's the interesting thing. I think normally, because we get that restriction, you don't go, imagine this, imagine that. You kind of go, right, I know exactly what I need to do, and I'm going to make it go as far as I can. But by having, and I don't want to really do this because I don't like to bundle pearls like this, but just by having that much seed bead pearls, that for me, that is a dream in terms of pearl design. Because what you're actually doing and what you're actually going to have is infinite possibilities.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's boundless. You know, that is literally going, right, I'm going to make a pearl sash for the bride.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this, and without having that restriction
And you
capped.
know, because you've got so many, you can do it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can take that picture of it and say to the next person that comes along, I can do this and I can do it exactly the same because I've got the same quality pearls, the same size of pearls, and you can repeat things. So
and I think the interesting thing is, right, from that, let's put it into perspective, you've got exactly the matching classic size pearl. So if I take these ones and you're making a beautiful pearl necklace for that bride, and you can say, I can make you a matching decorative detail, but you can choose, because I've got seed beads that match exactly, because they are, and let me show you them so that I know that I'm saying it and showing it. Look, exactly the same in terms of the quality. Right? There is no disparity between the seed beads and then the larger version, and that's what makes me excited. So these are the classic size, really, I think you'd talk about. And then we've got the larger pearls as well, which come in. And I mean, look, not again are we losing anything other than getting that same quality. That's what makes it, colour-wise, for me, especially when you're looking for the synergy of design in size range. If you want that beautiful combination, you've got it here, haven't you?
Yeah, and you can say, you know, if somebody comes along to you and they say they've got 8 bridesmaids, normally you go, I don't have enough, you know, and you can say, well, yeah, I can make your jewellery and I can make your bridesmaid jewellery to match perfectly.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I can also do some perhaps for the flower girls, and I can make something really pretty out of that.
In your flowers, or you know.
Well, that's right, because then you could use some of those in perhaps a corsage for the groom, and you could the opportunity.
That really sets you apart from other people, because some people say, yeah, we can do that, but we'll use a lower grade for this, or we'll use this.
We can't guarantee that there's going to be all the same, because they're all different.
Yeah, 100% and you've definitely got that. Everything is going to match perfectly.
Because you've got that harmony between the whole of this combination. 20 metres. That's what you've got, 20 metres. This is your Duchess collection, 20 metres of pearls. You've got your seed beads, you've got your classics, and you've got your larger size, and all for one price tag. Wowzers. Straight under £300. Now, obviously, if you're watching for the first time, you're going, oh, £300. Actually, break it down. How many times do you see anybody offering you a metre of pearls? So just put that into perspective. When you go to I don't know, your hobby crafting shop, do they offer you a metre of pearls? Do you get 20 metres of pearls from anyone else? If you typed in right now onto a search engine 20 metres of pearls, I'm probably expecting Jewellery Maker to come to the top. I can't imagine many other places go, I've had this idea, I'm going to sell 20 metres of pearls. I think that's what we do. We kind of go, well, we don't care what anyone else is doing. We kind of sit within our own bubble. So let's do 20 metres. Let's make 20 metres of pearls accessible. But we're only making accessible last one. I'm just waiting for confirmation. Last one. This is it. Oh my goodness me, I have one available. That's one of one left. Oh, if you put in your basket 3 contenders, and I'm still waiting for allocation. Right, this is still available. This is literally who's going to be the lucky one to get this first confirmed. If you're prepared to miss out, then that's fine. Right, if you're prepared to miss out, that's not a bother. But the biggest thing I want to say is that I've just been told this is the final one. There is literally one of one left in stock. If you don't want to miss out, please do understand that this is your final allocation available, and this has been one of our most almighty bundles. 20 metres of pearls, and the chances of us doing something like this again in the near future, yeah, absolutely not, absolutely not. And when you start to, especially when we start to talk about this amount of seed bead pearls, I mean, the chances of us being able to replicate a deal like this, does it work out something like, what, less than £15 a metre? £15 a metre? I mean, we normally do £15 for a 30 centimetre, 35 centimetre strand, but we don't do We don't do £15 for a metre of pearls, do we? It's certainly not. And again, I keep on going back to the fact seed bead pearls are way more difficult to drill through. Therefore, we never normally see them in a metre full stop. We see them in 30 centimetre, 35, 38 max, but certainly not a metre, let alone 4 metres. Right, that's just a case of who's going to get it, who's going to be the lucky one. I'm waiting for confirmation. I wish you all the very best. Good luck. I'm fingers crossed that you have been successful on that, but only successful if you check out your basket. Please don't miss out on that deal. Absolutely magnificent. Those seed beads, those seed pearls, I'd buy that kit just for that. Genuinely would. I think that those seed pearls are amazing. Right, let's go. Ooh, let's go for a little bit of happiness. 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 This is the gemstone of happiness because it literally puts a smile on your face because it's this gemstone of the sun. Well, that's what it's called. That's what it's called by the gem lovers of the world. Often classified as the ultimate sunshine stone because I guess in some ways it has that sunny glow about it. It has that illumination of freshness, that brightness, that crispness. You know, and you know we've been rather lucky, hopefully where you have been as well, that over the last week or so. We've seen enough sun to be able to translate that into gemstones.
We have, yes.
You know, maybe about 3 or 4 weeks ago, we would have said, "Oh, don't remember what the sun looks like." But actually, I think we've had a, you know, pretty much top to bottom in the country, left to right in the country. I think it's fair to say we've had a good burst of sunshine. So, not that I want that to be it. Just to put it out there, if the weather gods are listening, that's not it, is it? I mean, I've loved it, but please give us more. Thank you.
Oh, I only just saw that price. Wow.
That is a sunshine gift of a price tag, isn't
They are
it?
like droplets of sunshine.
That is a birthday gift price tag celebrating what has been an almighty week of our birthday. We now max out on this birthday treat of a price, oh my life, $4.95 is all you pay. That's tremendous. That is absolutely outstanding. Under £5 for citrine. And don't forget, this is genuine gemstone jewellery that you're going to be able to make. This is the real deal. We don't offer anything else other than, in this kind of quality, the ultimate citrine colours. We're giving you, as you can see here, that brightness, that crispness, that warmth and that freshness. I mean, this is perfect for your summer look, isn't it? Especially if if you think about the sun glowing through this colour. If it looks this good in the studio lighting, which is bleached synthetic lighting, if it looks like this when it's in this type of harsh environment of light, can you imagine the warmth that it's going to be when it's on the neck or on the wrist?
I'd be using them as earrings myself, just so the light can shine through and you get that beautiful glow.
Or maybe a charm bracelet, so you've got the movement, so it just like jingles with the brightness.
With amethyst, I see citrine and amethyst.
Nice.
Just beautiful together.
My daughter she said she wanted to make jewellery for her teachers a couple of years ago now, actually. She wanted to make jewellery, and you know when you kind of go, oh, okay. And I thought, oh, right, what do you do? Because you're buying something for somebody who you obviously, on one level, but you don't really know the teacher. No. So how do you buy them something that, you think they're going to actually like and wear? And what do I buy? And this was it. Yeah. And I said to my daughter, this is citrine, it's the gem of happiness. And her face was just like, that's perfect, because I want them to be happy, Mummy, I love this. Oh. So that was perfect. So if anybody's coming, because we're heading towards the end of term somehow that's happened, maybe the gemstone of happiness, so you may get the kids to maybe do some nice wrist stretchy bracelets, that's what my daughter did, and just something simple like that. It could be very personal, and we put it in a little box, and we just wrote on the box, this is the gemstone of happiness, which is what we wish for you. And it's a lovely idea to be able to give that person, maybe there's somebody, not just your teacher, but perhaps somebody who you can think of that for £5 you could maybe give that little gift of happiness, that moment just to say, I'm thinking of you and I'm sending my happy vibes. Yeah. £5 doesn't take a lot to be able to give a little bit of a personal touch, does it? Gorgeous, that, like that. Might have some more of those. Right, where should we go to next? What should we do? Oh no, earpiece breaking up. Say that again, Ross, because I can't hear you. Right then. Now these are faceted to perfection. Look at those. You know what I'd put these with? The black diamond.
Oh, yes.
I'd go black diamond and I'd go faceted labradorite, because I reckon the sparkle that you have here, hang on, let me just grab that black diamond. Oh, has it already been put away? Oh, I was thinking that was the black diamond, but it's not. Oh, it is. Hang on. I don't know whether we've got even any left of the black diamond. Look. That would look fab, wouldn't it? You see what I mean? Where you've got the luster of the black diamond sparkling away. There's not many gemstones that you could match that type of luster, but that labradorite,
stormy skies.
yeah, dramatic. You could almost evening out, you know, with a little bit of like dramatic silver beads, or maybe, you know, frosted silver beads. That's a little bit more tempestuous of a design, and then you've just got that crackle of warmth and richness of they're almost silver grey. This labradorite. Some labradorite comes as a darker grey, some comes in a lighter, but this is from Madagascar, so you have got that lighter tone to it. Often is the case that if you're getting it from Canada or if you get it from Madagascar, you get those lighter tones from your labradorite, and you've got that a fabulous quality. Look at it, just the light bouncing off the faceting. 4mm rounds that you're looking at, labradorite faceted rounds, 30 carats in total. To the penny as low as we can go. Absolutely to the penny. Squeezing it as low as we can go to £6.47. That genuinely is rock bottom low, isn't it? For us to take you to the penny, we really are showing you what we're made of. £6.47 is all you pay. And I mean, you know, the nice thing is, good length that you have there, because you've got that length, it's really going to accommodate a variety of different designs. I mean, even if I just... So if I touch this and then just take it maybe by 0.5 centimetre to add the clasp, that's where it would sit. And that looks very pretty.
That looks gorgeous. Just
it really does look pretty against the neckline, doesn't it? Really stunning look, especially for less than £6.50. Amazing opportunity. Right, we have got, oh, let me put that one back in the right place. Let's go to, oh, Tanzanite.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's a lush colour. This is almost a cornflower blue, isn't it? Oh, I love this colour. This is really fresh. Yeah, you can get deep and dark. Look at that. Wow. I'm making Tanzanite affordable. Get your certificate of authenticity on this gemstone. I mean, it's pretty much unheard of these days to think of a 28 carat Tanzanite strand going under £10. Do your research, you'll understand why. There's a lot going on this gemstone, which means it's exceptionally impossible to think that going forward we'll be able to access this level of quality. I mean, the blues against the violet tone is striking. I mean, the best thing about this is that normally £8.95 for Tanzanite, you'd expect some kind of a compromise is the word, I think. No compromise here at all. Absolutely extraordinary luxury, but almost inconceivable to suggest that that's the average price point for this level of gemstone. Not for Tanzanite. No. That's not average at all. Please don't think it is. You know what I'd do? I'd get this and I'd just make the purchase based on a 30-day money-back guarantee. I'd purchase it and I'd go, okay, let's just see, because obviously within this time restriction, you know, maybe you've got a minute and a half to make your decision. Perhaps you don't like to make your decisions like that. That's okay. With 30 days, you've got so much time. And the reason that we give you 30 days is because we want you to research. We want you to find out about how good that pricing is. And we want to give you that security. So £8.95 is all you pay, but with that 30 days for you to price research, send it back, your money goes back into your account. No questions asked, no quibble money back guarantee that we can offer you. £8.95 is certainly not average, that's for sure. So do research. I 100% recommend on this gemstone in particular, it's worth researching. I'm going to quickly show you what we have coming your way.
Oh, look at those together.
Wowzers. Now that is textbook opal. Crikey. You know what? I'm going to run up in the break. I'm going to run up to the production room. I brought one of my textbooks with me, and I'm going to find the opal page, and I'm going to show you what I mean by textbook opal. The opalescence is outlandish against that Tanzanite.
The centre one's
Oh, it is.
amazing.
I wonder if I turn it around, whether you see it. You probably don't, because the light's catching in a different way. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love it. Textbook. World-class Ethiopian opal. That on its own, look, it's got a little flat bottom, which means that you could make it.
Do you know what that means? You could wrap it beautifully onto the flat wire.
Yes.
Because it'll sit absolutely beautifully.
Wowzers.
That's almost
Wow.
a cabochon, isn't it?
Let me just take that in. Look at that. How about this one? I mean, every one of them I want to see on the hand as a solitaire. They're just exceptional. And especially, you know, if you get the Tanzanite, look at that as a combination of colourways. That's rarity in two magnificent gemstones. £8.95 for the Tanzanite, unthinkable pricing. Let's find out what we can do. We'll do that as a star buy for the opal straight after the break, and then it's kit time.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our 30-day money-back guarantee.
You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you've found a workshop you would like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button, fill in the required fields, and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Getting started with Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When you spend with us £4.95, you will get a free welcome pack. That welcome pack will give you pretty much everything you need to get started. From a manual, which will help you to familiarise yourself with all of the items that you're going to be creating and all of the products that you need, including tools and findings and threads. You'll also get a DVD and step-by-step project cards. These cards and the DVD will give you the chance to be able to create a wonderful arrangement of different items of jewellery. Plus, you'll also get a free 3-pack of tools. These will be everything you need to get started. So, getting started with the Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. So why not give it a go today? Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Buying from Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When we bring an item to you, all the graphics come on screen, and this gives you all the information that you will need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, the one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
Did you know, no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging. Select our standard delivery for just £2.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for £4.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, where, share. Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Welcome back to our final live hour here at JM this Saturday evening, where we are capturing the essence of an amazing birthday week by bringing you the best of the birthday and bringing you the best of the birthday in our kits as well. We have the opal to come. I went and got my textbook and I got a digestive biscuit just to put it out there. I know, pushing the boat out. I should have shared them. How inconsiderate of me. We'll go to another break so I can run up and get the digestives for everyone. We've got here this exceptional opal. Guys, what time are we going to do this? I want to do it now because I just think it's almighty. We're going to do it now. Should we do the now and then we'll go to the kit? Go on, let's do that. Take a look at this world-class quality. I mean, it's exceptional. It's just... And the reason I went to get my book is not, honestly, it wasn't just because I wanted a digestive. Might have been. But I want to show you this page in my Rock and Gem book. This says the Rock and Gem book and other treasures of the natural world. It's by DK, and I like this book because I like the pictures. I like the information that you get in it, and it just gives you some kind of real understanding of gemstones and world forms. So if I just show you here, this is the page for opal, as you can see there, and you can see the differentials of blue opal, you've got fire opal, you've got there, as you can see there, you've got your rubling opal, potch opal, which means it's on the host rock, dark chocolate opal, but I want to show you this piece here. The reason I want to show you this is because this is gem set opal. You see that there? Gem set opal. So you can see gem set opal has to have a certain quality of opalescence. It's satin gold, this piece. It's a Victorian piece, so it's a vintage piece, but it's set into gold, and it is an absolute textbook example of what opalescence is. Opalescence is those rainbow colours. Now remember, this is gold set jewellery. Look at the textbook quality. You've just seen opalescence, and now take a look at the opalescence in these. I mean, no disrespect to that Victorian piece, but I prefer the opalescence in these than I do that. But I love the fact that you've got all of that arrangement of pinks, oranges, yellows. I can see blues and purples flashing through. And what's fabulous is that every single one of these, every single stone has got that definition of textbook opalescence, has got that resonance of beauty guaranteed. And opal is a defining gemstone because, you know, there's no other gemstone like it. Nothing compares to this gemstone. Textbook quality in every single piece. Every time I've moved this, both of us, both myself and Katie, have come, all right, and you were pointing to one and I was looking at another, and every time I've moved it, you can see something different.
Gets drawn to, you know, another area.
You just dart around, don't you? Go, oh, there's the greens. Oh, I can see some oranges. There's the blues. And then there's a piece just here. Look at that one.
These small pieces at the
I heard just, I mean, if I just show you that one just there, mean, it's just every movement. I'm seeing something different from each one. It really is textbook. That's world class opal, and they really are extraordinary, almost alive with colour, aren't they? A fabulous opportunity. That's just, obviously, that's just one.
Yeah.
This is a full strand. That's sat into gold. That's the kind of prominence and reverence this gemstone has had. It's a Victorian ring, but that's the reverence. And here we are delivering the luxury. However you're going to set it, I know you're going to set it with great pride, with the beauty of each one of these stones being a true luxury of colour qualities and complexities. Absolutely amazing. Price tag, I mean, genuinely, undeniably incredible. Another birthday treat, another opportunity to provide you with real leading gemstones of high class quality. Absolutely outstanding luxuries. And if you don't want to miss out and you want to see this in your collection, now's the time to pick up the phone. You can join us on that free phone number. If you want to join us on the web, you can do so at JewelleryMaker.com. We have a Jewellery Maker app as well, which you can download. Lots of ways to get involved with us. $29.95. Whether you're perhaps taking just one and maybe making it into a ring. I mean, that one there, every time I see it, go, I just need to make a ring, I just need to make a ring, I just need to see that on the hand. But you have so many different varieties of ways of setting these to really make the most of it, whether it be on the hand, perhaps a full wrist wear look. I mean, you've got plenty to go around. Drop earrings even. So much potential from one strand for just $29.95. Please do stay on those lines. Huge opportunity, textbook quality, and all for under £30. That's a birthday price tag. Obviously, all of these deals are based on our birthday event, and we're celebrating the best of the birthday this weekend here on The Late Show. We're going to give you the best of the birthday tonight and tomorrow night. And I guess in some ways the kits have 100% heralded the best of.
Absolutely the best of.
And I know that you adore this kit.
I do. It's got the pink for, you know, it's the Paris theme, so it's got that beautiful pink. But then the blacks, I love working with black. And then you've got your silver and your metallic colours. It just works perfectly, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
And I think the interesting part about it is that I think there's a subtlety to the tonal qualities, but then all of a sudden that hit with the black,
it just pops it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just instantly goes subtle, chic. Subtle, chic. There's that real contrast of combination that really works within this combination. We're going to start with our Swarovski pearls. Now, obviously, as you know, we offer you freshwater pearls. We've given you that in that Mega Duchess pack, and that's the luxury of freshwater pearls. Whereas Swarovski offer you that perfection of shape. So these are obviously they're synthetic replicas of pearls, but what they offer you, unlike freshwater pearls, is that precision of shape, the guaranteed exacting form of each one. So you get that much more formulaic, that's a symmetric quality. You can get that unison and very much a unified look by having the exact shape and size.
Yes,
it's very different to working with freshwater pearls.
Very different, yes. It's a different feel to them, but they feel absolutely beautiful. You've got that beautiful weight to them.
Yes.
Yes, and you know that everyone is going to be perfect.
Now, the quality that you get from these,
colour.
I was just going to say, I mean, would you classify it as mink? I would.
That's what I've been calling it all week, mink.
It is a lovely colour. I mean, it's almost vintage. You can almost, you know, evening wear, or, you know, you can imagine a bridal look with that mink tone just almost being the elegant, maybe an evening wedding, you know, by candlelight, and there's just that almost vintage lace, and then there's, you know, there's all of that.
It's also that perfect kind of mother of the bride tone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely shade, and I think actually really complementary to all skin types. You know, I think that this is the kind of colour that's going to really blend beautifully against whatever skin tone you are. And actually, what's interesting is that it's almost got a slight matte feel about it.
It's got that kind of sheen to it, hasn't it?
And I'll show you the difference between them, because I think that gives you some kind of reference point to the finish. So you've got this almost satin-like finish to the mink, and then you've got this high resonance luster to those pinks, and that collaboration really does well, doesn't it? You've got the combination of your 8 mils, 100 in each, don't forget, that you're going to get here, 100 of your platinum and 100 of your rosaline, and together, well, I think it's fairly obvious, it works beautifully to create a harmony of elegance. A double whammy of luxury for your Swarovski pearls. Shall we do a birthday price tag? Exacting size, exacting shape, luxury quality, £28.95 is all you pay. That's 100 of each. I mean, let's just remind ourselves, you know, say on a strand of pearls, you're maybe going to get, what, 30 max pearls? Yeah. Here, we're guaranteeing 100. If I was to put this onto a loose strand, then we are talking about a long length.
Yeah. The bubble bracelet, which I've used both in, that was actually the last piece I made.
Wow.
Yeah. And this, I'm still on my original 2 lots.
Oh, it goes a long way.
So I've made all that jewellery.
So take a look at all of the jewellery. So you've got the bubble bracelet, and then we're going to go on and on. Just take a look at all of the jewellery that has been made. Look at all of where all of these gorgeous pearls are going. All of that. And Katie still has all of this left to work with. So she's still got even more. So that gives you some kind of identity of how far 100 pearls of this gorgeous Swarovski quality can go. That's 100 of each. It's not 100 between the two, that's 100 in each colour. Spectacular, really. Massive congratulations, you got that. Good deal, that one. Very good deal. And you know, don't forget, the moment you make jewellery with that luxury of Swarovski, you're adding that prestige of the Swarovski name. You know, if you're saying, I'm making Swarovski pearl jewellery, somebody goes, oh, Swarovski. Swarovski has that real high brand luxury feel, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So, especially if you're selling your jewellery, you know, to bridal, etc. It's going to go a long way to giving people the kudos to appreciate the jewellery that you're making. Now, this next combination, well, I mean, really, it just draws everything together in terms of the aesthetics. We start off, and I will pick these pinks up because I think it's fair to say that these are delightful bicones. Look at them dancing. Oh, I love Swarovski when it does the dazzle. All of that razzmatazzy-dazzly loveliness. That's what Swarovski does so well, doesn't it? And that is exactly what they're achieving in this. These are your Swarovski crystal bicones in your light rose Aurora Borealis. The Aurora Borealis is the reflections of those rainbow colours. 48 in a pack that you're getting there. That's glorious. I love that. Love that, love that, love that. So that's number 1. That's pack 1. I'll just drop those in. Whoa. Drop them in really poorly, but you know, do my best. Then against it, I think because you've got that subtlety of those pinks and the colours coming through, the contrast is dramatic.
Yes.
Very dramatic indeed, because we're moving on. Take a look what we've got here. Your larger of your Miyuki seed beads. So here, these are your black opaque, and these are the
Magatamas.
No, these are Magatamas, aren't they? I was just going to say. Hang on.
Yeah, you can see the shape.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if I hold that to you, there you go. So that's your Magatama. There you go. So these are your Magatamas, and these are your 4 mil in your Magatamas. A fantastic deal that you have there. So that's your 4 mil in that size. Then, great Magatama there. Take a look. Oh yes, look at that. An addition that you have, sticking with your black beads, these are your 8 mil. So these are, pardon me, not 8 mil, these are your 8s, do beg your pardon, in your opaque black. These are your seed beads, these are your Miyukis. Yes. Then we're topping it off with the gunmetal. Now I'm just going to put these together. Hang on. There. And then I'm going to drop this in. And then I'm going to do this. I like that combination. Yeah. That works really well for me. really well for me. I like this type of style of jewellery. I'm very much somebody who likes that simplicity of colour combinations, and this works very nicely. So against your black seed beads, which are 8, you also have your silver seed beads, which are your 11s, plus you also have your delicas in your gunmetal in the 11s as well. So all the Mayukis together, gunmetal, silver and your black together in one combination. You've got your 11s and you've got your 8s. Final addition, just to top it off, just to give you a little bit of razzmatazz, I'm going to put that alongside here. Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? That is absolutely outstanding. That is just
cute, isn't it?
stunning. I mean, I would just put that on a chain.
Yeah.
Just on its own. I'd do nothing else. I'd just put it on a chain and just let that one be my little focal point for my neckline. You know, people would pay a fortune for just that. Swarovski single look like that. People would spend a fortune. And that is your pave bead, and that's your 6mm size that this one is. That's 6mm in that single. I mean, if you buy 2 of these packs, you're getting 2. Maybe you get a pair of earrings or something like that. Me, I'd just go single and I'd go straight to the neckline on it. That's just, I just get drawn to putting that on my neckline to have the sparkle against the décolletage. All of this look, all for one price tag, loads to indulge upon with your Mayukis, with of course your Magatamas, plus you've also got your Swarovski bicones and that luxury pave centre bead all together. £24.95 is all you pay. That's £24.95. I mean, the thing is as those Magatamas on their own, those are offering so much jewellery design, aren't they?
Yeah, I chose to Kumihimo there because I just thought, we were thinking
Love
of
it.
Paris chic, I just thought that's just going to look so classy. So just Kumihimo, and I used basic 8-strand braid and just put the beads onto 4 of them. I think there was 65 beads per strand.
Did you use the whole of all the tube?
I used the whole tube. Yeah.
And that's the whole tube.
The whole
and that
tube,
is a full necklace, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a light look. That's a strong, powerful look. And when you think about, again, just going back to the idea of what would that cost you elsewhere, you could hand over £24.95 for just that one necklace. Yes. I mean, and that's not with an exaggeration required.
No,
that's absolutely. You only need to go into your local fashion shops to see how much they're charging for gosh, mass-produced nickel, brass, and a little bit of this and that. You know, that's the thing. Handcrafted.
I walk around the shops with my teenage daughter going, how much? It's amazing how much people will pay for things that
you could make yourself.
Beautiful glass beads, yeah.
And that's the thing. I'll often look at things and go, well, I could make that myself. I take it on board, but I take that £30 and I'm going to make it for £5. And I think that that's the thing. £24.95. That one piece of jewellery, that's worthy of that price point. But then you see everything else. That bubble bracelet. I mean, we all love our bubble bracelets, don't we? You know, when you think about that, how much would that cost you elsewhere? You know, when you've got that amount of indulgence, it's going to cost you a fair packet, isn't it? No, it's not. £24.95 is all you pay. Right, so what are you going to show us?
We're going to show you the earrings, which are actually in your ears.
I've been wearing them all night long, so if you've been messaging in, of which we have had a number of messages, if you have been messaging in about what I'm wearing these that we're about to learn how to do it. I'll show you it there. I'll show you the side of my face.
So it's the same design as the bracelet, so you will be able to make the bracelet and just continue on if you wanted to make the bracelet. We're going to do the earring, but I'm going to do it in the gunmetal colour just because you're going to be able to see it a little bit better.
So the bracelet that we're going to show you now is exactly the same pattern as the earring. So you've got the opportunity, once you know how to do this, is just to do as many derivatives.
Just continue on, and then you've got your bracelet, just make it to whatever length you want.
And that size actually would go very nicely as a choker as well, going down the Parisian chic route. That would go very nicely, wouldn't it? If you want to join us on this deal, £24.95 for the luxury of being able to create this look. If you want to add in the Swarovski pearls, that's the platinum and the rosaline combination, £28.95, and the details are at the bottom of the screen as well. That's an add it to your order opportunity, 1p&p for the whole day. So let's go for it.
So I've got a length of thread. I'm using black so you can see it a little bit better.
Yeah.
So it's probably about 1 metre long. You're not going to need that much, but I like to work with plenty of thread just in case I decide to make things longer or whatever. So just, if you know your exact length, then maybe go a bit shorter. But if you think you might want to experiment and go a bit longer, then use a bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got 1 pearl threaded on. a needle in at both ends, and I'm adding 5 delicas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 of the size 11 delicas to each side. So 5 at each side. So it's quite a repetitive thing. So once you get it, you'll have it in there. So drop them down to the centre. So you've got 5 at each side of your pearl. And then you're going to add one of your 4 mil bicones. So pick one of those up on one side. So it's a bit like a ladder stitch. So we'll bring that through and then pop the other needle through in the opposite direction. So you've crossed over through your bicone. Okay. So, and then pull that down and just try and keep it quite central so that you've got good lengths at each end. Okay. So then we're going to add another 5 on each side. Sorry.
Did you hear that through the microphones? Yeah, I was trying to be really subtle and tidy up.
I saw these beads coming towards.
Just failed, just drastically failed. Anyway, sorry about that, Katie.
So I've just added 5 delicas, exactly the same as before, to each side. Let those drop down. So each side, so you will have this like so. And then we're going to pick up another pearl and cross through again, exactly like we just did with the bicone. So through the pearl in one direction and through the pearl in the opposite direction. Okay, and then pull this nice and tight. Because the delicas, sometimes they might want to misbehave and not sit nicely, but just persuade them gently. We're going to do these same again, so repeating the same, 5 on each side. Now what I do is, because I'm not very good at putting beads on with my left hand, once I've put them on with this side, because I know it's an identical pattern each side, I just swap like that. It's so much easier than trying to pick up with your left hand. Okay, so 5 on each side again. Let them drop down, add a bicone. So like you see, it's the exact same thing over and over again until we've got 3 in there. So pulling that together. And again, 5 delicas and swap over. Make sure your work twists over so you're not leaving a twist in your thread. 2, 3, 4, 5. And adding our last pearl. So through here. And opposite again, so in opposite directions. Okay, so we've got our 3 pearls in now. Now we need to connect to our earring finding, so we're going to connect straight on. So what we're going to do is we're going to still add that 5 at each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swap sides. And again, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what we're going to do is I'm doing it now. Right, we're going to add a size 8 seed bead, so the black size 8 seed bead. So this time we're not going to cross over, we're going to go through in the same direction. So the needle, I popped it on my needle there, so I'm going to come through in this direction, so I've gone this way, and we're going to come through in the same direction, so we're not crossing over this time.
Now you're
going
straight up.
Together.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and then just bring this down. Probably won't want to sit and behave straight away, but it will do when we come back down. Okay, so that's going to bring everything together there. So now we need to add our little loop. So just choose one of your needles, either one, it doesn't matter. We're going to add 6 delicas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we always add an even number for a loop.
Yes.
Because if we add an odd number, the jump ring or the earring finding's not going to sit right. It's going to try and sit at either side of that odd number, so an even number.
Because normally in jewellery making it's always odd, isn't it?
Yeah, normally you always work in odds.
Yeah.
But when it's a loop and it's seed beads, always make it an even number, so that when it sits against the thread, it won't choose a side, so it's going to sit in the centre. Okay, so I've got my earring finding, and what I've done is I've made sure it's closed. Yeah, because we're putting thread through it. We're going to put a couple of rows of thread through it, but we want to make sure it's as closed as possible. So just get your pliers and make sure that that's really closed. There's no gaps for your thread to pop through. Okay, so the side that you've got your beads on, I'm going to just thread that straight through the loop of your earring finding. we're going to come back down, so we're going to miss all those seed beads and come back down that size 8 bead and down 5 at one side. It can come through either side, don't worry about it. Okay, just going to bring that together. It's all going to be a bit loose to start with. And then we're going to come up with the opposite thread, so just move that one out of the way. You'll know which one it is because it's the one that's come down the side. We're going to come up and put another layer of thread through there, so it's just a little bit more fiddly. Just coming up those 3 at one side, turn it over, then come back down the other 3. So we're just literally following the same bead path, apart from this time we're going to go down the opposite side, so we're going down that 5 there. Okay, so at this point you just want to make sure that, so I've got sort of a loop at the top there, can you see that? There's a little loop of thread. So just taking it and making sure that everything's pulled a bit tight. So if you can actually pull it sort of a bit loose at the top so it pulls everything together, and then pull each of those down just until you're sure that it's as tight as can possibly be and that your earring is sat right at the top. So just take time, make sure it's right, like so. So now what we're going to do is going to put the sides in. Okay, so choose a side, whichever needle you like. So if you can see, we've got gaps where the drill hole for our pearl is here, and then we've got these gaps to bridge in this section here. So where there's a pearl, we're going to add a size 8 seed bead. I'm going to fill that gap, and we're going to come down 3 seed beads. Okay, so out of that 5 that we added on this section here, we're just coming down 3. Pull that through, then we're going to add a bicone, and then we're going to pick up the 3 seed beads to match the 3 seed beads that we've just come through. So then this bicone is going to sit really nicely in that gap. Then we're going to pick up another 8 because we've got a gap at the side of a pearl. Go through 3, like so. Pick up a bicone, and then go through the last 3 seed beads. Okay, and then just to finish off, so you know where you are on that side, you're going to come through that pearl, so you know that that side's finished. Okay, then we're just going to do the exact same with this side. So picking up your needle, you're going to add a size 8 at the side of the pearl, through 3, like so, and then pick up your bicone, fill that gap. So picking up the 3, so missing the first 2 from this bicone, picking up those 3. Everything's starting to tighten up now, so it starts to get a little bit more tricky to get your needle in. Picking up your size 8, down those next 3. So at the point, sorry, I forgot to say, when we did get to the end there, that was exactly the way that I added a clasp as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for the bracelet.
Yeah. So obviously you would continue until you've got all your pearls on to the length of your bracelet, and then you'd work your way back again, just making that loop at the other end too.
Yeah.
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 So it's a really, really simple bracelet, but and a pair of earrings, but it looks far more complicated than it is.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
So, and I love that the bicones sort of fit in these little gaps beautifully, and then you've got the opposite sort of shape of the bicone in the middle. So take it through, and then to finish off, because everything's super secure now, all I did was, and this actually strengthens the edges as well, just work your needle all the way up to the top again. So just following this line straight up. So all the way up through the seed beads, making sure you don't miss any seed beads or any of your bicones or your size 8s.
Subtle there, Ben, subtle.
It's the Duchess collection.
The Duchess collection, yes, the Duchess collection is quite dramatic. 20 metres there, Ben, 20 metres.
It doesn't do anything subtly. I'm just going to take this opportunity.
Take it up, take it, yes.
Once everyone's aware.
Good, good. Done.
Okay, so I've just got to go
Going
up
now.
the opposite side, and then we'll just go up this opposite side, so all the way up. Just move that needle out of the way so I don't get tangled. So go all the way up to there. I'll show you where I finished off. So following your bead path, making sure you don't miss any beads, like I said, otherwise you'll be able to see thread. So, and then you need to go up to this little spot just underneath that size 8 seed beads. So we've come up to a point there, and your thread should be together then. And then all I did to finish off was just tie a really simple surgeon's knot. So left over right, right over left, just to finish it off. And then you can snip off. Because this is dark thread as well, it kind of just blends in, so you find just snipping it off. If you don't want to tie knots, which some people don't like to do in the seed beading, all you need to do is work your thread a little bit more round the bead path, and then just trim off.
Yes, because a lot of people they prefer to just, so it literally is just keep running.
Yeah, just keep running. I mean, it would have probably been fine without the knot, but I just like extra security.
Yeah.
You won't even see that knot. So that is...
Just like that.
I love
those. That looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Shall I put them in?
Yeah.
I'll put these ones because these are a bit different.
It's like the opposite colour, isn't it?
And you can see the differential from there. You can see how the dark then works well with the light. It looks amazing, doesn't it? I'll show you, and I'll show you the one that we've just made. When I say we, that was a royal we. Obviously, that we've just made. We did a very good job there, didn't we? Fantastic look there. You've got the chance to be able to get a hold of this kit with all of those wonderful seed beads and Swarovskis for $24.95. If you've got a phone in your hand, keep it there. Congratulations if you have been successful on that one. Make sure you check out your baskets, and it's time for a star buy. What about this? Oh yes, look at this. So, standardly, let's just see, kind of get used to what. So that's your standard length. That's what we're used to. 1, 2, 3. 3 lots. And the thing is that the more you get, the more impressive it is. I think for me, this is just exquisite example of luster from a gemstone. This is everything you want and more. A bit like that Parisian vibe of the kit is captured wholeheartedly in this almost a metre strand of your spinel. It sparkles, it dazzles, it has that gratitude of just knowing that even if you don't move, it's going to keep on sparkling. And I love that about spinel. I like the fact that actually you can keep it as a static gemstone, but it really rewards you with luster. But if you're moving about, look at that, it's just like camera flashes, isn't it? Like paparazzi camera flashes on a red carpet. Absolutely glorious. I like as well on this arrangement of sizes that you've got the freedom. Look, you could be just making multiple spinel rings. You could do something really classic just like that, because it's a 2x1. You don't need to know too much about making any kind of, deluxe shank of a ring. You could just do it with all of the beads, simple wiring through and wrapping through, and you've got yourself a gorgeous ring. And the thing is that if you were going to do that with one ring, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this is how many rings you could be making. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You could be making 12 rings. 12 full, and that's a full eternity of black spinel for $14.95. What's that, £1.25 per ring? £1.25 for a black spinel ring. I mean, genuinely, I almost want to set the challenge. Go and see if you can find a spinel of any description for £1.25, let alone trying to find a full ring of spinel for £1.25, and on top of that you'd have handcrafted it, which adds an additional luxury. But that's the point of this size. It's got that quality of style and wearability where you can go, yep, all I'm going to do is just make that something classic, something simple. And actually you might be going, nope, Vix, I'm going to use this as a perfect spacer bead against my beautiful luxury pearls. Or perhaps you're thinking, actually what I'm looking for is a full tassel drop design, like a lariat. I mean, look at that, a full lariat of black spinel. That's beautiful, but how many chances have we ever been able to give you a full lariat, you know, an opera length of spinel? This is the only chance that I can think of that you could make this type of length for under £15 and not worry about it, not think, oh, I'm being overindulgent, I've gone too far on this one piece of jewellery. Because sometimes you do that, don't you? You make something quite dramatic in terms of length.
Should I put all that in? But
shall I not go a little bit shorter? Shall I hold back? Shall I do this? No, you don't have to hold back. I tell you what you could do as well, when I think about this.
Just knot it.
Yes, I was just thinking, I wonder if
I'd leave the
you
tassels
could
just literally.
with the tassels, yeah, that's what I mean, literally with the tassels, just do it.
Look at that.
I mean, that looks really expensive, doesn't it? Let me tuck my wire away so that the black doesn't get in the way, so you can see how nice that sits. On the neckline, that looks really expensive. Again, it's £14.95. You go to your local jeweller shop, and we're not talking about your fashion shops because that's, you know, plastic, synthetics, etc. This is genuine gemstones. This is 45 carats of genuine gemstones for £14.95, and it looks this good in a very simple design. You know, you've got something that's characteristically going to get a lot of comment because it's got the lustre, it's got the sparkle, it's got the dazzle. Congratulations, Wendy. Patricia's multi-purchase, Lola's multi-purchase, Sheila's, Johnny, Carol. It is busy this evening, so congratulations if you have got the deal. I mean, that is a cracking deal for the evening show. And Liz is just getting to say, are you kidding me? Just think of all the £20 bracelets I could make with this strand. Wow. And that's the thing, £20 bracelets.
Yeah.
How many are you going to make? That's the biggest question, is, you know, you're going to make your money back straight away, aren't you? That's the nicest part about it. This is money-making potential if you're selling your jewellery. Then we've got Mandy. She says, hello, lovely ladies and fab crew. Love the paparazzi flashes from spinel. It is a showcase of lustre. I mean, lots of people say black diamonds are the showcase of ultimate lustre. But I actually think that spinel has got an infinite quality, and it has that surface integrity that really offers that bang, bang, crash, crash quality of light play. Dazzling, startling, and yours for the taking for just £14.95. Massive congratulations. And alongside everything that we've just seen from your kit.
Swap out the black seed beads for the black spinel and have a gemstone in there instead.
To add that detail, absolutely. And against, you know, the likes of the Duchess pearls that we did earlier on, or perhaps even, you know, working it alongside the likes of the drop of those beautiful black diamonds. You know, this is embracing qualities that really size-wise and because of the length of the strand, so many opportunities, so many permutations of design. And I mean, I'm thinking on these, what about drop earrings?
Yes.
You know, something.
I would just literally thread them onto a head pin.
Yes.
Yeah, and just pop a small loop at the top and just have that straight length. Beautiful.
I might even add the tassel.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit of, you know, fun, a little bit of, you know, evening out glamour, or you just want to have that chic style. That would look really quite glamorous, wouldn't it? Maybe a longer length so that you could. And the thing is that this is the whole point, is that you can choose because you've got the length to choose from. You know, again, sometimes when you get that length, you're almost bound by that boundary, aren't you? But here, no boundaries. No boundaries at all, because that's unyielding jewellery maker potential here. I mean, you could twist it.
Oh, a twisted bracelet, that would look amazing.
That would look nice, wouldn't it? Oh, I like that. Hang on. Oh. Look. Nice twisted bracelet like that.
Imagine popping some of those garnet in from earlier, the purple garnet.
Yeah, I really like that. I like that. The purple garnet just... Yes, please. Yes, please, I'll say that. Right then, we're going... Excellent. Where shall we go? Here it is. I think here it is. How much? 3 meters. 3 meters of on and on and on it goes. Okay, let's get a close-up first of all of showing you what curb chain is. So curb chain is probably your most traditional type of chain because that's what we were talking about earlier on, the loop-on-loop formation. Can you see it there? Yeah, that's perfect close-up. So you can see that link-on-link design, and actually it's flattened so that you have that nice surface area. You have that smoothness of that surface area. And if you're looking at this and you're going, crikey, why have they multiplied that chain? We haven't. It's 3 meters of your silver-plated brass curb chain. That's 3 meters, all for one price tag. Beg your pardon? $4.95 is all you pay. That is $4.95. Go for it straight away. Don't miss out on that deal. A huge opportunity that we can bring you. A real treat and a half. $4.95 is all you pay.
Oh, it looks gorgeous, just layered up, doesn't it?
Well, it's a bit like when we did that that lovely wrap with the wire. You could almost do a full bracelet. I think we've got a bit of a trend going on there, mind.
We need to work on this.
Yeah, don't we? Just like that simple multi-style designs like this with the wire and then with the chain. Just simple. Add in maybe a gemstone here and there to add a little bit of decoration, but really, this chain's going to hold its own, isn't it? £4.95 for 3 meters. And once more, because of the price tag, you've got no boundary in terms of the opportunities of design potential. You've got that freedom to do as you see fit to the quality of the design that you want to create within 3 meters of luxury. And that's not 1, 2, 3 separates. That's a full 3 meters, which again is quite impressive because a lot of places, if they offer you multiple meters, they offer you in meter form, whereas this is 3 meters continuous.
The way this chain moves, it makes beautiful tassels.
Oh, it would.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful tassels.
Against the black spinel, you could do some tassel earrings.
Some tassel earrings,
Yes, like it, like that. £4.95. Congratulations if you got that. Right, let's go. Ooh. See, this just reminds me of you know, going on a holiday and just walking along the beach, and I can't even remember the last time I did something like that and you know, looked elegant. I just normally have children like draped on me crying because they're ready to go home. You know, when the kids have had a certain amount of fun and then they kind of just get to that point and then they break and you just go, I think it's time to go now. That's for me. That's in my mind what I would look like if I didn't have, you know, children dragging along, you know, on the sand against me. Literally, my daughter pulling at my leg. Yeah, my little 2 now 3-year-old. Yeah, she has a thing about just attaching herself to my leg, and at one point you just go, come on. 60 carats that you have here of this tropical, ready for the sunshine gemstone. Amazonite really captures that wonderful tropical vibe beautifully, and these pear shapes are going to work fabulously for $5.95. I mean, that's it.
The bag's broken in my defence. There's a hole in the bag.
There's a hole in my bag, dear Vicky, dear. That is all the Swarovski pearls.
There's a hole in the bag.
There's a hole in the bag. That's his excuse, and he's sticking to it. My lord. £5.95 is... It's just going, oh man. $5.95 is all you pay. Tropical. Genuinely, Ben, I'd give up now.
There's no hole in this bag. This is how it should
So he says, $5.95 is all you pay for that tropical quality of turquoises and ocean blues. I mean, that just pops, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
And in your jewellery, you want something that pops, don't you? Ooh. Oh, now when you think of tiger's eye, you think gorgeous golden. When you think of tiger's eye, what about thinking royal blues? What a stunning colour! Love this colour. I mean, that's fabulous, isn't it? I mean, there's a real sense of regality here. Now, we do have a restricted stock available, and we've gone straight down to $9.95. 8 mil rounds.
Seed beads from earlier.
Oh,
that
yes.
colour, just as spaces in between those.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you've got the seed beads from earlier from our first kit, and then you've got those gorgeous tiger's eye that work together, just fusing the royal blue.
In a necklace.
Yeah. Stunning. I love the fact with tiger's eye that you do have that almost shifting of colour.
Yeah.
You get a really
It's got
deep
movement to it, hasn't it?
Yeah, and then you've got a sudden brightness that just bursts through. Glorious, absolutely glorious. $9.95. Oh yes. So if you want to get started with jewellery making, you have never tried us before, maybe you're already a jewellery maker, but you've just never purchased from us before, and you've never worked with genuine gemstones, well, this is the way to do it. Pick up the phone and try us out. With your first purchase, when you spend over £4.95 with us, we'll offer you a free welcome pack that embraces everything you need to get started into jewellery making, from the tools to the findings to the threads, everything involved for $9.95. Gorgeous colour. Oh, now then, we've gone from tropical blue to royal blue, now zesty lime greens.
Colour.
Love this colour. And when you see it in real life, if you like what you're seeing now, you're going to love it even more. It is one of the most responsive gemstones in daylight. It's one of the most exciting, crisp, vibrant colours. But it's not just one colour. Peridot is lime green and it's golden radiance. That's your phaelite and your fosterite that are captured together to make this gemstone and only find each other in the massive complexity and pressure environment of a volcano. It's the only way this gemstone can be formed, by literally two very rare elements being collided together in these kimberlite pipes. Did you see the volcano in Hawaii?
Yeah.
I've been there, and it's, oh my goodness me, just watching and then seeing it happen, and you're thinking, whoa. And I mean, I remember driving where there was a news reporter, and he was walking along this road and the lava was just behind him. I was like, I've been on that road, I stood on that road. It was incredible. And it was where the volcano park is, so you can go and you can learn about the volcano and all of this. Whoa. Amazing, amazing. But that's the kind of pressure, that's the kind of heat environment that this gemstone is formed within it. And what does this say? What gemstones can I use with peridot to bring out its beauty, please? Oh, go on.
I always pop it with black spinel, to be quite honest, but I think the black and the pop of the green.
Oh, I haven't got black spinel. It's gone.
But amethyst as well. I've used it with amethyst before.
Well, that's really interesting, because I was going to do this.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you know, the shade of what's the shade of that flower? It's not begins with an L, and I can't remember what flower I'm thinking of. But it was there. Oh, literally disappeared. Iris doesn't begin with an L at all.
I was going to say iris, and then you said L. I thought, what's that?
It begins with an L. Iris. Not just there. You have got definitely that pop of colour against the peridot green.
Those two with copper as well, with copper sheet, copper wire. It looks absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I'll go with that. So if you do want the amethyst to go with, we can give you that for just $9.95. It's an add it to your order opportunity here. We're giving you that vividly rich colour. And I think amethyst is a very, very workable gemstone into all types of colourways, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's one of your most well-known gemstones, so you know anybody approaching your stall is going to know that you've got amethyst on your stall, and it's just a big attraction to everyone. Whether it's your birthstone or not, most people own some amethyst. So
I think it's interesting, isn't it? Because there's not many gemstones that are as household name that are not precious, i.e. ruby, sapphire, emerald and diamond. This is a household name. Absolutely. Amethyst is a go-to gemstone. It's a world-respected gemstone. And I think what's interesting is it's actually very, very easy to come by quartz. However, this quality is not so easy to come by, and that's the differential.
Yes.
Is that for a lot of people, when you see amethyst elsewhere, you see it as a potential lesser grade, maybe non-gem quality. Here, here we're giving you the gem quality. We're giving you that high grade, and you can see the difference. You know, if you've bought any of your lower grade, you'll see the difference as soon as you get it home. The quality stands out a mile when you get world-class amethyst like this. $9.95 is all you pay. Cues on those lines. You can join us on the web. You can check out your baskets, of course. Join us at JewelleryMaker.com, or alternatively, as I say, free phone number to dial there at the bottom of the screen. And of course, what's great about us is that all the way through today, if you've purchased once, if you've purchased 20 times, you've added to your order 1 P&P for the whole day, so you can max out on these amazing birthday deals. We're going to continue with our birthday roundup tomorrow evening. I've got a big chain showcase coming your way, so anybody who's looking for some good chains, I've got Prince of Wales, I've got Rolo, I think we've got a great curb chain offer. We're going to do a mega deal on curb chain, so we've got loads to look forward to tomorrow. Let's go to, oh wow, oh goodness, oh, wow. Oh right, this is a fabulous mix of gemstones. Wow.
Wow. Huge.
Look at that. This is a cabochon scoop. A full cabochon scoop that you have here. What? Well, no. Hang on a minute. This is $9.95 for one, right? No, it's $9.95 for the full scoop. Now, obviously, that scoop can be a variety of sizes, gemstone shapes. It's going to be a mix of individual formations, but all cabochons, all mixed together for $9.95. Wow. I mean, that on its own, surely that centerpiece on its own. But obviously, every single one will be different. It just so happens that the close-up that we're doing here is interesting, is it's the same, but they will be different. Not going to guarantee that you're going to get the same, unfortunately. Can't give you that guarantee. Right, I've got multiples on the web who haven't checked out their basket, and obviously this is a restricted stock opportunity. First come, first serve for the final chances. $9.95. Definitely gone to Lancashire, definitely gone to Kent. Could be going to Cornwall, Cheshire, could be going to Dumbartonshire. Oh, I've got another Kent buyer. If you do want to join us there, $9.95 is all you pay for this wonderful combination of cabochons. You're going to get a full scoop, and that's just a total diversity of gemstone forms, and of course these are the shell pearl ones, etc. Everything's going to be different. Unique opportunity, and all yours for under £10. Wish I had more of those, but I don't. This is a last stock offering now. Final chance, final offering for under £10. What I will say to you is that obviously if you see it and you want it tonight, it is a case of always checking out. That is going to be a sellout. That's it. That's a sellout deal. But that's how it is on an evening. Saturday evening, of course, it's going to be busy. Right, straight on to. Oh, I haven't got that. I can't go that. Roz is just giving me. Can I go to box number 26 now? I've got my boxes in front of me tonight. I've only got box 20. Thanks, Ben. Seamless we are. Professional all the way. Lapis lazuli. Wow. Look at that for the perfect place to put a drill hole. Look at that. Wow. Because you've got that top drill, you've then got that extended leaf formation. And if I just look at that. Can you see how it then, and then obviously what that allows us is either to stack them side by side so you have them all draped, or as it is here, where you can tessellate them and they almost kiss against each other, don't they? Absolutely fabulous shape to define. Now obviously we love lapis lazuli, it's one of our all-time faves, but this shape reveals a totally different opportunity for design and for wearability. 18.95. I love that little section there because that really showcases what it can
So
do
you could set that
stacked
with
together.
some wire, just wrapping some wire in between each section. But I love the idea of making beautiful lapis flowers.
Would that active volcano form new gemstones inside? That's Angela. Well, now then here's an interesting one. Right, the reality is that the chemical composition of the landscape as it is so different to how it was hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago, millions of years ago. The potential of recreating the same gemstone is very unlikely, apart from if you get that purity of ground form, because obviously the ground is evolving all the time. So there's certain gemstones that we know will never be able to be recreated. Amber's one, because it's never going to, because the environment in which amber was formed is never going to be replicated, because there isn't such a thing as the same tree, the same environment. Something like Multivite can't be recreated because it's a different environment to which the pressure formed. So it's the same, I guess, under the Earth's crust, because the evolution of the planet is shifting all the time. The potential of remaking a gemstone is not improbable, but there is a chance that it could be a different version of what we know, because the land underneath, the ground, the Earth's crust, everything is moving and changing all the time. And if you think about it, you know, when you think about the formation of most gemstones, it's millions of years, millions and millions of years of formation, and that's the reality of forming gemstones. So there's a chance, it's not a case of no, but it's a chance that it might be a different version or a different something that is forming. We always know that something like diamonds and peridot are always going to be created in that pressure of a volcano. Whether it ever happens again, all will be revealed in, well, probably several million years' time. I don't think I'm going to be around for that. Thank you so much for your company this evening. Thank you to you, Katie. I have to say, breathtaking jewellery this evening. You've worked an absolute storm of gorgeous inspiration, so thank you for that. It's lovely to have your company. And we'll be back tomorrow evening. Don't forget, I'm going to do a big chain show for you later in the evening, so between 6 and 10, join me for our Sunday Saver Showcase. That's from 6 p.m. Lots still to look forward to. Take care of yourself. Good night. Information that you will need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.JewelleryMaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, the one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win a